Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. We are following the breaking news. A 4-year-old little girl is missing, and now the FBI is involved. We're following the urgent search of Javeayah Harris out of Aiken County, South Carolina. She was reportedly last seen Tuesday night near Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road, wearing a pink Minnie Mouse pajama and Crocs and braided hair. Let me show you a little picture of Javeayah, such adorable little gal, and she is missing. We have a lot that we are going to talk about. Going to get you guys up to date with everything on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They call me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me I've been whispered about and written off, judged by the gloss, not the cost. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my clouds, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
In the clutch, better tighten the pearls. Drop the old facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch.
So much for this. Thank you so much. Baby. Appreciate you.
Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. And your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is July 2nd, 2026. It is currently 1:06 p.m. on the east coast of the United States. Bonjour. I don't think anyone's used to me being live this early. Okay, so guys, we have a case out of South Carolina right now that's happening, and I need you guys to hit the thumbs up, share this live stream, share out the flyer of Javeayah, and I'm going to give you everything that you need to know. Look at this little gal right here, 4-year-old Javeayah Harris. She is missing out of Aiken County, South Carolina. She was reportedly seen last Tuesday near Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road. We're going to go there, wearing a pink Minnie Mouse pajamas and Crocs with pink braided hair. According to the current reports, right now, her mother told authorities she last saw Javeayah around 8 p.m. near the chicken coop. Shortly after, about 8:45 p.m., authorities were called. So we got a small window of about 45 minutes. And investigators are now trying to figure out exactly what happened during that 45-minute time. The search has now grown into a major response with local law enforcement. SLED is already there, and the FBI is involved. There are search crews out on the ground, and they are using drones and all that stuff right now. Okay, got some more stuff here. They're using drones, ground, air, helicopters, roadblocks, neighbors canvassing wooded search areas, and surveillance as well. And there's another question that obviously a lot of people are asking: why is there no Amber Alert? The FBI is there. SLED is involved. Officials say an Amber Alert has strict requirements. Obviously, we know that, including evidence of being abducted. And I'm assuming as of now, they don't have that. They don't have anything saying that, usually you have to have an actual sighting of an Amber Alert, things like that. So, guys, please do me a big favor and hit the thumbs up button. It's a way to get this out there. Most people don't even know about this case right now. Okay. So please hit the thumbs up button, share this live stream out, and make sure you share her flyer out as well. Okay. Let me see what we got here. This has turned into a large scale. Local, state, and federal agencies are involved, including the FBI Columbia office, SLED, Aiken County Sheriff's Office, Aiken Department of Public Safety, North Augusta Public Safety, Edgefield County Sheriff's Office, Lexington County Sheriff's Office, South Carolina Highway Patrol, Emergency Management, and others. They're pulling out all the stops. Let me see here. Okay, now around 8 o'clock, according to the incident report released by the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, I'll show you that in just a moment, reports of WRDW, Javeayah's mother, I think you pronounce it, is it Mike? Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can. I don't know if you pronounce it Michelle or Mikey. Let me check here 1 second. I don't want to say her name wrong. Anyway, the mother, she said that she last saw her at the chicken coop. I'm going to show you everything that we got right now. Kind of makes you wonder why the FBI is already there. Kind of makes you wonder. Here we go. Let's go to this. And let me here.
As we've just learned from the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, Javeayah Let's work on that name really quick.
Yeah. It's a hard-
Javeayah Harris. This is her. She is just 4 years old and missing since 8:30 on
It's
Tuesday
JV.
evening. She was last seen wearing Minnie Mouse pajamas and Crocs. She is 3 foot 6 inches tall, weighs 40 pounds. She is possibly unable to communicate, autistic, non-verbal there.
Okay.
This is her.
Now that's I haven't seen, I don't know if she's autistic or nonverbal, but we'll have to see. Bliss, thank you so much for 20 months. I appreciate you, my dear. So good to see you. Thank you very much for your continued support, my love. Okay, here we go.
Picture. We cannot show it to you enough. We want to go live to the scene there where our Sydney Hood is standing by. And Sydney, you have been there at that scene for about a little over an hour now. Can you tell us what it's been like since you got there, and certainly what it is like there now?
Guys, give me 1 second. I need to refresh this. It's not wanting to. There we go. Oh, give me.
Just learned. Well, in the hour that I've been out here, Brett, it has been nonstop movement with people coming in and out of this church parking lot. We are standing at the parking lot of Bethel Church off of Pipeline Road, and you can see right here behind me, I'm going to step out of the way, you can see multiple agencies from the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, Aiken Department of Public Safety, SLED is out here, as well as various other volunteer agencies from GVW to Beach Island, all coming out here to put boots on the ground in hopes of finding this 4-year-old girl who we have just learned the name is Javeayah Harris. Again, she is 4 years old, and I'm told by the Aiken County Sheriff's Office that she's about 3 feet tall, 3 feet 6 inches, and weighs about 40 pounds. She was last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, had pink braids in her hair, and was wearing Crocs as well. But talking about the scene out here at the church parking lot, this is the station area for all of these agencies coming together to search for Javeayah, and it has been nonstop out here. Like I said, people coming in and going out, and I mentioned the boots on the ground searching for her. We've also got some eyes up in the sky. I'm listening to drones from the Aiken County Sheriff's Office in the sky right now. I counted about 2 drones so far, and we have helicopters from SLED that are currently flying over this area. But where we're at right now in the church parking lot, again, this is Bethel Church off of Pipeline Road. We're about a half mile from where Javeayah was reported missing. We went there first, and that's when deputies directed us over here to this area, but they have got a large presence over in that area off of Hillsboro Street as well, searching for her, hoping to find her. When we were driving over here, like I said, in the half-mile stretch, we saw people walking alongside the road, and the Aiken County Sheriff's Office actually just told me within the last 10 minutes that they are going door to door, asking people if they've seen her, if they knew anything. They are in the woods searching as well. I'm actually looking at people in the woods right now with their flashlights. I'm looking at what appears to be another drone up in the sky as well. So a very active search going on out here. Like I said, it has been nonstop since we got out here at 11 o'clock, and it doesn't look like they are slowing down anytime soon, Brett.
Sitting there live behind you, can you kind of describe some of the agencies that you are seeing that have pulled up? We know multiple agencies. You certainly said SLED there with a helicopter.
Tuesday between 8 and 8:45.
Can you talk about some of the other agencies there on the ground with you?
Yeah, we've got a group behind me. I'm going to step out of the way again. This is the spot that they put us in. This is as close as we can get. But you've got, like I said, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, Aiken Department of Public Safety, volunteer agencies from Beach Island, GVW, Moneta is out here as well, SLED, like I said. But you've got a group of some officers standing over here right now, meeting, just trying to put together a game plan on how to strategically send out these crews, where to search, how many to send out at one one time as well. But like I said, it has been a constant in and out since we got out here. These crews coming together to search for 4-year-old Javeayah. And like I said, they are working hard on the ground. They are working hard in the sky, searching this area that we're in right now, as well as the area where she was reported missing as well. But like I said, Aiken County Sheriff's Office says they have all hands on deck out here. They're even calling in crews who are scheduled to be off right now, but they are trying to get all the manpower, as much manpower as they can, because this is a very active and urgent search right now for 4-year-old Javeayah Harris. And if we want to show her picture again, Brett, I don't know if we can pull that up again. We can't show it to we can't show it enough times to get her picture out there, get her face out there to folks to see what she looks.
Okay, so we got a little bit of an update here. I'm going to show you guys exactly where she went missing as well. 15 or 26 minutes ago, Aiken County, South Carolina, local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies are continuing a large-scale search for 4-year-old missing child. New developments in this case have emerged from deputies. The search has gained momentum since Javeayah Harris was last seen Tuesday at around 8:43 p.m. And we know she was wearing the pink Minnie Mouse, pajamas, Crocs, and pink braided hair, 3 foot 6 inches, 40 pounds. Among the newest developments was released Thursday morning of the incident report of the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. It states that the little girl's mother, Michelle Herring, called authorities just after 8:45 p.m. Tuesday to report that her daughter was missing from the home of the 30-block home in Hillsboro Street. The mother said she had last seen the little girl at the chicken coop playing with the chickens at around 8 p.m. Authorities called in more officers and the entire area was placed under surveillance, according to the report. Deputies then spoke to the girl's father, Javeayah Harris, who arrived at the home at 9 p.m. So about 15 minutes later, the father shows up at the home. He said he had been at the laundromat to have his clothes washed, and that he'd been gone for about an hour and a half. Okay, so the girl's mother says she was out playing with the chicken coop, all that. They called the father. He is at the laundry mat and had been gone for about an hour and a half at that time. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. To wash his clothes, and like I said, he'd been gone an hour and a half. The search initially focused on the Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road area. Throughout the night Tuesday, deputies stopped vehicles in the area to ask questions and search cars. Crews went door to door and searched nearby wooded areas. Around 12:45 a.m. Wednesday, the Aiken County alert system sent out alerts via text, email, and phone for the Harris, little Javeayah Harris. Law enforcement set up headquarters at the Bethel Baptist Church on Wednesday morning, as the search included roadblocks and helicopters, drones, professionally trained search teams. The search took an overnight break late Wednesday and resumed Thursday morning. After the Thursday morning meeting with the searchers, a deputy told News 12 the case was being considered an abduction. However, authorities soon backtracked and said that was a misspeak. By midday Thursday, deputies with clipboards were stopping cars at the Pipeline Road and Reynolds Pond Road to ask people questions. Every car exiting the Silo Heights, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I'm pretty sure I am, area was being stopped and questioned about the searches. The Aiken County's Sheriff's Office was expected to hold a news conference Thursday afternoon. Quote, "We appreciate the cooperation and support for Javeayah's family and the community. We are committed to bring Javeayah home safe and will continue to follow up on all leads," end quote, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. If you see Javeayah or any of the information that could help bring her home, please contact us. No detail is too small. Tips or sightings can be reported at 803-502-5200, 803-502-5200, or by simply calling 911 if you're local. Speaking on why this isn't an Amber Alert, the Aiken County Sheriff's Department and Emergency Management said in a Facebook post, an Amber Alert is only issued if the case meets the required criteria, which includes the confirmed abduction, evidence of immediate danger, and enough descriptive information for the public. That does not mean this case isn't being actively investigated. However, FBI Columbia said, quote, "The ongoing search for 4-year-old Javeayah is leaving no place unchecked. Law enforcement and professionally trained searchers are working nonstop to, quote, hashtag find Javeayah. Law enforcement agencies are using every resource available to find this little girl. In addition to the FBI, the search involved the South Carolina Enforcement Division, Aiken County Public Safety, North Augusta Department of Public Safety, Edgefield County Sheriff's Office, Lexington County Sheriff's Office, South Carolina Highway Patrol, South Carolina Probation, Pardon, and Parole, Aiken County Emergency Management, and the Richwood County Sheriff's Office Crime Suppression Team. On Tuesday night, the GVW Fire, Montana Fire Department, and Eureka Fire was also involved in the search. What officials are asking from the public as the search continues, deputies are asking the community not to show up in the area due to an operational search plan. Deputies say if they need volunteers and community organizers, they will let the public know. Okay. Let's
like get that picture in your head, so if you do see her, you can call 911 and alert these deputies out here as well. But I'm going to read her description that we got from the sheriff's office again as well. They say that she's about 3 feet 6 inches tall, weighs about 40 pounds. She was last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, Crocs, and had pink braids in her hair. And if you do see her, be sure to call 911 so we can ensure that she is back home safely with her family, because ultimately that is the end goal for everyone that is out here right now. That is why you see this crowd of agencies behind me all coming out here and urgently searching for her.
They had reportedly by other people online, again, let me find that. They had reportedly been living at another place as of last year. And the neighbors had kind of spoken out and said that they would take care of Javeayah a lot. We'll get into that as well. Do you remember the little girl that was abducted? My Little Ponies. I don't. Hey, Catherine, good to see you. Yes, please hit the thumbs up and share this out, guys. Nobody's really talking about this right now, but I want to get it out there.
City Hood standing by live with us. Stay with us, Sid. I want to go back. The picture is up. This is Javeayah Kemauni Harris. Javeayah Harris. She is just 4 years old. Now, we have learned from deputies there, the spokesperson for the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, that she was last seen around 8:30 last night. A 911 call some 12 minutes after that to 911. That is when this search began. It began as a grid search. As Sydney just told you, there are so many agencies there now assisting with this search. We're dropping her picture and coming back to you. You can see Sydney behind you, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office Mobile Command Center. Have they given you any indication so far as to what goes next? Obviously, they've gotten the helicopter there. That was a big asset they were waiting on. They've been searching with drones, and in these drones and below the helicopter, they have a FLIR camera that is forward-looking infrared. It searches for heat signatures at night. We're going to bring in Emily Acton in just a minute, who's done some research on how the FLIR works and the ground temperature and the science and the weather of.
Okay. Also want to show you this. Her dad says it's been tough. Quote, not knowing is KILLING, me, end quote. Javeayah Harris told News 12, it's killing me because, like, I mean, you see this stuff this often, but you don't expect it to be you, end quote. As for the little girl's mom, quote, she's still a little tour, but she's making it, end quote, he said. He said he was out of the house when the little girl was reported missing, but he knew something was going on when he saw a lot of patrol vehicles in the area. He was doing laundry and had visited a convenience store, he said. Quote, I was seeing a lot of police and stuff going through, and I was wondering, I was like, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of stuff goes on here in Aiken to where you'd be like, okay, it's a police or whatever, end quote, he said. Quote, but you know, I didn't know that was my house, but my girlfriend at the time, she didn't have service. She didn't have service on her phone, so she couldn't call me to let me know anything that was going on. So she just ended up calling 911. So when I came back to the house before I got on my road, I seen a police truck with a drone out, end quote. He said that's when he sped up, quote, because I was like, it's something going down like close to my house. When I got turned on my road, I saw a whole bunch of police is like right at my house. So that's when I hurried and I got to the house and I was like, what's going on, end quote, he said. Quote, I thought my girlfriend was in labor because she was supposed to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up having a child that same night on July 1st. But she came up crying to me saying Javeayah is missing. And I'm like, what the? I kind of freaked out. And the detectives were telling me I couldn't go look and stuff because they didn't want me to mess up the area or whatever. But that's basically what happened up until all of this came about, end quote. He said the little girl is not one to run away. Quote, no, she does not run away, but I will say that she is friendly. Like she's friendly, like she doesn't like, it's not a stranger danger thing. It's not like, oh, she get away from me. Like she didn't get that. She didn't understand it, end quote, he said. Quote, she was all friendly to everybody. She was very respectful, like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, like that. That's what she do. We raised her great, like she's a real smart kid, end quote. He said that despite some reports, there is no indication that she is autistic. So that's important information. Quote, we never got her tested and she never given a sign that she is, autistic. She talks very good. She's she's talking better than me. She's got more respect than me, end quote, he said. He said the parents have no idea what could have happened to her. Quote, I have no clue. Like, sir, I don't. Like, it's really wild. But God, this is hard to read. I gave all these detectives information about people snooping around the house lately, end quote, he said. Another new development in the case Thursday was the release of the incident report of the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. It states the girl's mother Michelle Herring called authorities at 8:45 Tuesday. Okay, we know that part. I'm going to take you guys there. I'm going to show you all the areas that they're searching as well here. Very weird, very weird. Hey, Miss Dolores, thank you so much, baby. Appreciate you very much. Good to see you. Thank you, babies. Appreciate you, love. And Miss Catherine, thank you so much, dear. I hope they find her safe. Me too. Me too. There's a lot of interesting things to this because, you know, it's 8:45. She said she couldn't call 911, or she couldn't call, I guess, her boyfriend, but she could call 911. She didn't have service. He is supposedly at the laundromat and the convenience store, and she has a baby that night, pretty much. So she gives birth. I'm not really sure on all of that right now. We're still trying to figure that out. Let me see.
But I want to ask you, has the sheriff's office there any indication as to will this search expand from that area? You're certainly talking about you're a little bit away from that neighborhood where she was last seen.
Let me show you.
Have they given you any indication that this might broaden to become a wider search?
I haven't heard that from the sheriff's office yet.
Okay. Again, this is just people claiming to know them. I'll just say this. And it says, this is, one second, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. No Amber Alert. No. This is Cody Acorn's page. I'm told that they used to live in Union, South Carolina at Lakeside Apartment up until last year. The former neighbors who reached out to me over the last 12 hours say that they're extremely concerned of Javeayah's well-being. The neighbors said that they would take care of the child and alleged there was substance use in the home. One neighbor alleges DSS was called due to the situation inside the home. The same neighbor said despite it being said Javeayah is autistic, they dispute that and told me she can communicate. And the dad did say that she could communicate as well. So there's that. Right? Okay, let me go right here. Yeah, there was no notification that went out. Sorry, I see you. Okay, let me show you this.
Any information about her can be called into that tip line on your screen, 803-502-5200. No bit of information is too small.
And again, if you do see her, just call 911.
Was that it? Oh, I thought there was more to it. Hold on. Okay.
Whiskey Run.
Okay. Don't guess so. Okay. That's where he talks about, you know, it's killing me. I'm going to show you. This is, I mean, they were stopping all the cars and all that as well. Some of the photos of them searching. Actually, I don't want to. Lots and lots of searching going on there. There's Bethel Church Road. We're gonna go on Google Earth there and show it to you. It's now, I mean, people on four-wheelers and all that, dogs. Now, one thing that's interesting to me is the father said that there was people hanging around the house. SLED is there. Oh, that's right. I forgot to call her back. She's in South Carolina right now. Yeah. So SLED is on it. FBI is on it. Our CPS is under DHHS here, and it's pronounced dishes. Really? It's interesting. Would think they would have sent with the dogs. You would think. If she was out there playing with the chickens, like they said, you would think, right? But let's okay, we got some new stuff here. Let me show you. See what they say here before I go to the Google Earth. I hope she's okay, God. Okay, here we go.
Intensifying. The FBI, we're told, is now involved in that search out of Aiken County, which has now gone on for more than 15 hours. We're going to go ahead and show you a picture of Javeayah here on your screen now. We're told that she was last seen around 8:30 last night. Aiken County deputies say that she was last seen near Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road. We're also told that she was seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas and Crocs, and that she had pink braided hair at the time. Now, last night, authorities told us that Javeayah may be autistic, nonverbal, or unable to communicate. Now, we know that a lot of folks have been asking, how can they help with the search? But we are told by authorities that right now they have all hands on deck. They do not need help with the search right now from the community, but they will let us know if that changes. We're going to go ahead and take you live out to that search happening right now. Your Gunter Schroeder is out there while those teams are continuing to look for little Javeayah. And Gunter, good afternoon to you. We do know that there was a briefing about an hour ago now. Can you tell us what you learned from that briefing so far?
Yeah, the big thing, of course, was that the FBI is now involved in this case, along with many other local and county patrol and fire departments involved in this search for 4-year-old Javeayah, who has been missing now for over 15 and a half hours here in Aiken County. We're here and where the mobile command centers have been set up for the South Carolina State SLED, as well as the Aiken County Patrol and the Lexington County Patrol, all of them setting up here. And just a short time ago, we saw many of these trucks coming out of this parking lot, going back to search for Javeayah after having come in after a long search this morning. Now, according to some people in the Aiken County Department, they said the FBI is now involved, as well as SLED, Aiken Department of Public Safety, and the North Augusta Department of Public Safety, the Edgefield County Sheriff's Office, the Lexington County Sheriff's Office, South Carolina Highway Patrol, the South Carolina Probation, Pardon, and Parole, and Aiken County Emergency Management. Now, crews were sending out
20 months.
around
You're amazing.
12:45
Thank you,
this
babe.
morning to people in the Aiken County area to be on the lookout in the area of Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road. Authorities say that that search area has now expanded, and in fact, off screen here, we are seeing the SLED helicopter up in the air again, which we did see in the early hours this morning. That's been used alongside anything you can think of. Drones have been used to search wooded areas, as well as some patrol officers going out on ATVs, many of them still searching off the beaten path for Javeayah. And as you mentioned, that search continues here throughout the afternoon. We'll provide updates as we have them, but now many organizations coming together to try and find Javeayah.
That's right. We have the FBI involved, SLED involved, several different law enforcement agencies out of Aiken County, all involved in the search for Javeayah Harris. And again, there are a lot of questions surrounding her disappearance, Gunter, but we don't want to inundate law enforcement because we don't want to distract from that main goal, the common goal, which is to find Javeayah Harris. Thank you again, Gunter, for that. And here's another look at Javeayah. If you see her, again, call 911 immediately. We just want to reiterate that the time she had on those pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, she had on Crocs, and she had pink braided hair at the time. So again, if you see her, please call 911.
Yeah, lot going on right now. I'm going to show you this. right here. I'm trying to find out about the bio mother right now.
From officers earlier that they also expect the SLED helicopter to be based here in a field just behind.
Okay, so as of the reporting right now, there's no public reporting that Javeayah's mother is not in her life. The current report says Javeayah's mother, Michelle Herring, is the one who called authorities at 8:45 p.m. to report her missing. I don't know if that's the stepmom though.
The church as part of the efforts to continue canvassing. We've mentioned that they've used a lot of technology, whether it was drones, whether it was ATVs, or even the aerial coverage with the helicopter. But compared to yesterday, just because they did call off the search temporarily once the sun went down, and it's been probably about 12 hours or so before this gets back underway. We're not quite sure yet when that will happen, but we are expecting, according to deputies, in the next half hour to hour or so to have a more clear picture of when.
Yeah, that's the weird thing, right? The weird thing about this, you know, that SLED came in really quickly, and so did the FBI. That kind of worries me.
These crews are about to start searching and canvassing on foot again, as we mentioned. Those 3,000 acres, probably the main search area that they're going to be focusing on once again today.
Maybe, you bet.
And we know this has gotten so much attention from agencies across our area and the state of South Carolina. We know we had the FBI coming in from Columbia. We had the Richmond County Sheriff's Office crossing the state line there from Georgia into South Carolina. Gunter, who can you see all out there today getting ready to take part in the search?
Yeah, some of the mobile command centers we've seen. So SLED has been set up here in this navy blue command center right behind us. Off your picture a little bit.
And I mean, it is hot right now. It is so hot. And for a 4-year-old to be out in this, it can be, you can dehydrate very, very quickly. Obviously, they were concerned, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of agencies.
It is the Lexington County Command Center. They've been here since yesterday, as well as Aiken County's Command Center. We've seen other counties like Edgefield County be involved. Even the Richmond County Sheriff's Office has come across the river to help as well. We've seen, we haven't seen any FBI personnel on scene so far this morning, but we have gotten confirmation they are a part of this. We've seen South Carolina State Trooper patrol cars coming down the road as well, and as of course those SLED and South Carolina
Today and tomorrow is the hottest day we've had in 13 years.
Highway Patrol agency vehicles and partners are also working with this agency just to make sure that everyone is coordinated. They've been doing a lot of work in the situation room that's been
we got an update,
temporarily
39
set up
ago.
Over here in the church for the time being.
Show you this.
A lot of meetings going on, hoping to get everyone up to speed, but according to law personnel, they do expect to be out in the field very soon.
Okay, thanks for that update, Gunter. And yeah, crews have been out there since Tuesday night to bring everybody up to speed on where we're at. This has been ongoing now for 36 plus hours. We're a day and a half into this thing. Javeayah Harris went missing about 8:45 on Tuesday night. We're not sure the details behind it, where she may have gone, the situation behind that. That's when the call first came in. Crews have been out there since about 10:30-ish on Tuesday night looking for her. We've had the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. We've had Lexington County coming to help. I mentioned earlier Richmond County coming across the state line to try to find Javeayah Harris all throughout that area. They've searched 3,000 acres over the course of 24 hours trying to find.
Now, I do want to say that sometimes people, especially like in the South and Appalachia, we will use past tense. It's just the way we speak. And so I sometimes give a little bit of grace when it comes to, because, you know, a lot of people are talking about the dad is using past tense. Like, for instance, he will say, like, she didn't get that, or she didn't understand that, and like she was a real smart kid. It can be also how people speak, especially like in the Southern Appalachian states. I'm not, I just don't know enough on this case right now, but just want to put that out there.
This little girl, no sign of her, and now they are expanding that search even more, as you've heard Gunter say. So we've been checking in. I know we mentioned an abduction case. That was what we were told from the...
Yeah, an abduction case. Now let me go to this one right here and see what's going on.
36 plus hours. We're a day and a half into this thing. Javeayah Harris went missing about 8:45 on Tuesday night. We're not sure the details behind it, where she may have gone.
That's a long time.
Behind that. That's when the call first came in. Crews have been out there since about 10.
It was over the phone
on Tuesday night.
So the dad spoke to a reporter over the phone, and it was Will Rux from WRWD. Earlier afternoon, I spoke to Javeayah's father. That's the one I read to you guys a little bit ago.
Looking for her. We've had the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. We've had Lexington County coming to help.
They're checking everything.
Richmond County coming across the state line to try to find Javeayah Harris all throughout that area. They've searched 3,000 acres over the course of 24 hours trying to find this little girl. No sign of her. And now they are expanding that search even more, as you've heard Gunter say. So we've been checking in. I know we mentioned an abduction case. That was what we were told from deputies there on the scene. We've now been told that was a misspeak. So we are told now they are not calling it an abduction case. At least that's not what they're saying to us now. We were told they misspoke.
But the one thing that kind of makes me a little weary is the dad said there'd been people kind of around the house, some weird people, and that, like, what do you mean by that?
On that, and they are not treating it as such. At least that is what they are telling us as of 5 minutes ago. So still waiting for a little bit of clarification on that. We'll have to check in on that. But again, so this search went in Tuesday into Wednesday. Crews were out there all day Wednesday. You saw our team out there bringing you live coverage, both on air and online throughout the day yesterday and into last night. Finally, last night when the sun went down, they decided to call it for the day after about 24 hours of searching. They called it, and then this morning they are picking the search back up here. As we show you now some video, you can see Aiken County, and then you see crews from just all over the place. They were out there with ATVs. They were out there with canines. They were out there with drones, helicopters. SLED was helping, Highway Patrol, all sorts of agencies all coming together trying to find this little girl. Now, an important thing to note, this is coming from law enforcement who's been out there. This story has spread like wildfire across social media, and a lot of you want to get out there and help. I know there are probably a lot of parents.
I mean, again, this is very, very preliminary. In no way or shape or form am I saying anyone is involved. But, someone, we know that the dad was, he claims he was at the laundromat and a convenience store. I don't necessarily like that he was at a laundromat, to be honest with you, but they literally had a baby less than 12 hours after Javeayah went missing. So like someone said, they could have been doing laundry because the baby was getting ready to be born or anything right there. It is very hot across pretty much the entire United States right now. Record breaking. Yes, please hit the thumbs up, guys, so this will get out.
Who this story resonates with pretty hard, and you want to try to get out there and do something. I saw some people on social media saying they have dogs who are trained for this kind of thing. The best thing to do right now is to stay away from the scene. Law enforcement says these are all highly trained professionals who know what they're doing when it comes to these searches, and having people, neighbors, the community come together to help may actually end up doing more harm than good. These canines, need clean trails. We don't want to get too many smells in there as they try to find Javeayah. We don't want anybody in the community who's out there helping getting hurt, because then that takes away resources from that search. So the best thing you can do right now is to check your property. Any spots that
okay, I've got the police report. I'm going to show you all the police report here in a minute.
3'6", 40 pounds. She's a little girl, 4 years old. So look around your house, look around.
She was, from what we understand, Tracy, so was a girlfriend in labor and in charge of watching the 4-year-old. From what I had, which I don't think she was necessarily in labor, but she was due pretty, like any time.
Your property, under your deck, your patio, somewhere in the yard, next to any trees that a child may be hiding, because she very well could be in one of those spots. So check your property, and if you know anything that
she allegedly last saw her around 8 p.m. And she called about 8:45 p.m. I'm going to show you the police report here in just a minute.
Tip line: no piece of information is too small. 803-502-5200. That is the tip line they've created for this case. So if you know anything about where Javeayah may be, if you think you saw her, you think you have a piece of information, they will take anything. So please give that number a call.
So Javeayah went missing around 8 to 8:45, and she had the baby just a few hours later.
And then if you do see her, call 911. Another thing people have been asking about is an Amber Alert. And let me pull up here. There are some criteria for
within 24 hours, I think.
Here you go. This is the requirements.
There we go.
So a case needs to meet to have an Amber Alert go out. So if you take a look here at your screen, law enforcement must believe the child was abducted. And again, we are getting a little bit of conflicting information. We heard this was an abduction case, and about 10 minutes later, they walked back and said, no, we're not treating it as an abduction case. So we're not 100% sure on that just yet. 17 years old or younger, that fits this case, and an immediate danger. So that would seem to fit this, given the law enforcement presence behind it. Sufficient information available. This is one of those that it would not meet the criteria to send out an Amber Alert. Suspect information, any vehicle details, and then the child's name and information entered into NCIC. So people have been asking, how is an Amber Alert not gone out yet? This is why. The case needs to meet all these requirements.
Here we go.
And in this instance, it has not.
Okay, so this is the report. On 6/30/2026, Deputy Crosby responded to redacted Hillsboro Street, which is located in the county of Aiken. Upon arrival, I spoke with Michelle Herring, who stated that her 4-year-old daughter, Javeayah Harris, was missing. Herring stated that she last saw Javeayah in the chicken coop playing with the chickens around 2,000 hours. So that would be 12 or 20,000 hours rather. No, 2,000 hours. 14, so 8 o'clock. Herring stated that Javeayah was last wearing a pink Disney shirt with matching set of shorts. She had pink beads in her hair, and that she was wearing Crocs, but unknown what color the Crocs were. I then had the supervisors come out, and once they were out, they all surrounding agencies put surveillance around the area to locate Javeayah. I then spoke to the father of the child, Javeayah Harris, who arrived on the scene at 2100 hours. So 9 o'clock. And he stated that that he had went to the laundromat to have his clothes washed, that he had been gone for an hour and a half. I then stated at the incident location with the father and the mother while the other agencies tried to locate Javeayah. I will have ACSO dispatch put the missing juvenile into NCIC as missing, no further at this time. So he showed up about 15 minutes after 911 was called. Yeah. No, so he said he had been at the laundromat about an hour and a half. So 9 o'clock, 8, so since 7:30, since about 7:30. No, it's still not dark at 8:45. I mean, it's getting dark. Yeah, it's you're about there, but nonetheless, it is. One second. Getting something in here. 1 second. Okay. I'm going to show you where they
Looks like we
live.
got a lot of people joining in here. Maybe some people who are just getting brought.
Thank you so much, Serenity. Appreciate you, babe. Very kind of you. If your girlfriend is that close to having a baby, why would you leave her alone with the 4-year-old? I understand. Yeah. Understand. You would think, right? I wouldn't let my 4-year-old play outside, especially if you're having questions about people walking around youth. Yeah, that comment really is concerning, because he said there were, weird people hanging around the house, or was lurking around the house. I think that's
up to speed on this. We're going to kind of recap this from the top.
Thank you so much, sir.
And check in with Gunter again. So Gunter, you've been out there all morning, last couple mornings. What is the latest you can bring us on this case for those folks who are just coming in, may not have heard the beginning of our back and forth here?
Yeah, well, I think it'd be important to start from the beginning and kind of contrast the first day to the second day. Obviously, that 24-hour period of searching ended late last night on Wednesday once the sun went down, but it all started at 10 p.m. on Tuesday, just a few hours after Javeayah was first reported missing to authorities. Now, many Aiken County Sheriff's Office individuals, as well as some other persons.
Right. That kind of makes me, that's why I say that kind of concerns me. It feels like you're setting up a scenario when you say something like that. Now, I'm trying not to be very judgmental. But I am, like you, I am pointing out a couple weird things.
So now locally,
but there's always weird things, even in cases that, nothing happened
searching
as well.
for Javeayah. In fact, they just told us that they had been searching 3,000 acres to find Javeayah, but they were unsuccessful in the first 24 hours.
Holy shit. They searched 3,000 acres in the first 24 hours and nothing.
Now, over that time period, they had used many different forms of technology and assistance, whether it was the helicopters that SLED provided, as we mentioned, the drones, the ATVs that some officers were using to get off the beaten path and search the land that isn't near a road in this area of Aiken County off of Edgefield Highway near Bethel Church Road.
They had dogs and no scent that
area has been. Today, they have not started the second day so far.
I mean, again, we talk about 4-year-old Jack and 6-year-old Lily. Again, these kids are, this is flat ground. It is, but I'm going to show you where they live, and I just don't see how someone would not see her.
Of searching, but deputies say that they hope to have crews out there starting to search in the next half hour or so. So before 11 o'clock a.m., hoping to resume that search after about a 12-hour break or so. And as we've mentioned, they are asking the public for now, do not participate in your individual searches and leave it to the law enforcement for now. They say if they do appreciate the community's help at any point in this search, they will let people know over social media and other channels to reach the community and give them the go-ahead or the green light to participate in this. But
we're going to come back to this
because of the K-9 units.
We're going to come back to this. We have an update right now through the Aiken County Sheriff's Department, just coming in the last few minutes here, 32 minutes. Aiken County Sheriff's Department. Good afternoon, everyone. Aiken, South Carolina. The Aiken County Sheriff's Office is using every resource available to find Javeayah Harris. Multiple law enforcement partners and other first responders have been searching on the ground using helicopters and drones by air, canvassing the neighborhood, conducting interviews, and collecting available videos since Javeayah was reported missing on June 30th. We have trained emergency management personnel and law enforcement officers who have blanketed the area using proven search and rescue techniques and are not accepting volunteers. People who are not trained properly can unknowingly interfere with these types of critical searches, and every second counts when we are searching for a missing child. We simply cannot risk someone not properly trained making a mistake, missing a clue, or causing other harm. So far, our teams have searched over 3,000 acres rather, and see map included. I'll show you that in a moment. The public has expressed concern that an Amber Alert has not been issued. At this time, the information investigators have developed does not meet the criteria for issuing an Amber Alert. See the link with the SLED for criteria needed. SLED agents are fully engaged in the search and are prepared to issue an Amber Alert if additional information is developed to meet the criteria. Prior information released of Javeayah being nonverbal has been investigated. Initial information stated Javeayah may have been nonverbal or autistic. As we received additional information, we determined that is not accurate. So she is not autistic. Her parents described her as smart, talkative, and friendly to anyone she may meet. If anyone has any information to finding Javeayah or sightings or tips, call 803-502-5200, 803-502-5200. If you think you have a video or photograph related to the investigation, between June 15th and June 30th? Excuse me? Between June 15th and June 30th? Why are they looking for 2 weeks? Okay. If you think you have a video or photographs relevant to this investigation between June 15th and June 30th, it can be sent via the link or by scanning the QR code. Our search for Javeayah continues. Our search teams have covered over 3,000 acres. I have attached a map of the search area. Sheriff Sawyer will give a statement today at 4 p.m. Sheriff Sawyer will not be taking questions after the statement. Thank you for the attention. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. This is the areas that they have searched. This is the 3,000 acres that they have searched. So let's see here. Okay. Not good, guys. Wait, I'm confused. Why did they put those dates out? Didn't she go? Yes, she went missing on the 30th. That's exactly what I'm saying, Lise. That's exactly what I'm saying. If she went missing at 8:45 on the 30th, why are they asking for 2 weeks prior? To me, that doesn't make sense. Okay, 1 second here. I'm getting some stuff in, guys. one second. Former neighbors of the family say that they were very concerned about Javeayah's safety. The neighbors allege they would take care of her often because of substance use in the home. The state have been called and involved with the family previously. Now the FBI is involved. Yep. Okay. Bear with me as I get stuff in, guys. So that is coming, again, directly from the Aiken County Sheriff's Department. Now, I think there's a big reason, in my opinion, why they're not doing an Amber Alert. And that is because there is no evidence to suggest that Javeayah was taken by anybody. Hey, what's up? Good to see you. But the dogs couldn't pick up the scent around the shed. Yeah. And this laundromat, it should be, he should be there. You know what I mean? Not knowing the colors of Crocs, I don't like that. I noticed that as well. Yeah. Let me show you where we're talking about here. And again, from what I understand, this is the address that we're looking at right here. And there's a lot of houses around there. This is another thing. Why would you let a child play outside in a chicken coop, especially that late at night? I don't know. There's some red flags. I'm not gonna lie. The red flags. All right, so let's go down on the ground here. And hold on. Okay. 30 now. Okay. When was this? This was March 2024. Is there a chicken coop out there? This is like a trailer park or something. I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, me too, Leslie. Me too. Let's look from the air here. Not good. Not good. I don't see like a chicken coop or anything here, but you can tell there's kids here. Toys outside there. There's like a burn pit. This is March 2024. I think this might be around the time that they maybe had moved in. Father should be on camera at the laundromat. The washer should be shut down to see if they, oh, I bet you they have. Yeah, Rocky's beautiful baby girl. Crazy that people would rather take their, yeah. Mm-hmm. And how would you not know what color of Crocs she had on? How many pairs of Crocs did she have? They can easily get checked. You know, it's always people always forget the shoes. Even in crime, a lot of times, like unalivers will forget about their own shoes. It's a very common thing. And that's why people will say, well, she was barefoot or he was barefoot, or I don't know, you know what, Crocs or whatever they have. So it's a little interesting right here that this is kind of going on. I don't have a good feeling. And again, I mean, so there is a patch of woods right here, but again, this is a hold on. This is a 4-year-old. She's not going to get very far. She's just not going to get very far. Let's go over here and see. I mean, this is a kind of a rough area. Right? Kind of rough. $36, $34, $36. We're looking for, hold on. We're looking for 39. Okay, right here. Yep, this one right here. 39. Okay, we're going to go to something else here. Not good, guys. Not good at all. All right, here we go. Credit goes to WRWD.
Right now, law enforcement is just asking you don't get involved with the search. Everyone's searching from the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, and now the FBI out of Columbia is trained in these search efforts.
That's right. Officials also want to make sure that you're safe. If you get hurt while trying to search, those are resources taken away from the search for Javeayah.
That search started at the intersection of Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road in Aiken, right off of Edgefield Highway near Aiken Memorial Gardens.
And it has expanded since then. Law enforcement and other officials are set up at Bethel Baptist Church. They're using that as a command center.
There are roadblocks in that area. Cars have been stopped. Officials ask people inside any questions, if they have any information, know anything about where Javeayah may be. You're Gunter Schroeder live out in Aiken County this morning with where that search is happening.
And Gunter, good morning to you. We know that crews paused that search last night, but they are expected to start searching again this morning pretty soon.
Yeah, the first step for this morning is a meeting for the Aiken County Sheriff's Office in about 90 minutes to draw up a new plan to then execute it on the second day. And as you mentioned, yesterday almost wrapped up about 24 straight hours of searching, which started at 10 p.m. last Tuesday night and went all the way until dusk yesterday, Wednesday night. That was almost 24 hours straight that SLED.
I don't like that they're looking for 2 weeks prior. Hey, and a banana. 2 weeks prior, June 14th or June 15th to June 30th. So has she been missing upwards of 2 weeks?
And South Carolina Highway Patrol and even the FBI in Columbia all coming into the Aiken County area to assist the Aiken County Sheriff's Office with this search. 4-year-old Javeayah now has been missing for almost 36 hours now. Now, organizations have joined the search for Javeayah, including SLED, as we mentioned, the South Carolina Highway Patrol and the FBI. The authorities are conducting an operational search plan, and that's the main reason why they asked.
We just, there's going to be a press conference at 4 o'clock today, local time. We just read the county, what they said. They just put out an update and they said June, I can't remember if it was June 14th or June 15th. Let me check. It was June 14th or June 15th to June 30th that they were looking for video camera and all that. June 15th to June 30th. If anyone has information of finding Javeayah and sightings, the tips can be called to 803-502-5200. If you think you have any video footage or photographs relevant to the investigation between June 15th and June 30th, it can be sent via to the link of the or scanning the QR code. The notifications didn't go out. I'm sorry, Pebbles.
People not to get involved right now. The area they're now looking for Javeayah increased by early Wednesday to the entire neighborhood, other than just the 2 streets where she was last seen. And law enforcement continued to do their due diligence with each car passing by, asking each and every one if they have any information on Javeayah here on this road here, Bethel Church Road. In a statement, the FBI office in Columbia says the ongoing search for 4-year-old Javeayah Harris is leaving no place unchecked. Law enforcement and professionally trained searchers are working nonstop to #find Javeayah. They ask if you have tips, please call the number on your screen or call 911 if you see Javeayah. We'll continue to provide updates throughout the morning as the search effort gets back underway, but the more daylight they have, the better chance there is of this search resuming sooner.
And again, we know people want to help out with this. This is something that a lot of people are talking about on social media. But the best thing you can do right now is just check your property. Any places that a small
check your property, check your cameras between June 15th and June 30th. So basically, no one has seen her for 2 weeks prior to her being reported missing. Only reason the timeline makes sense to me. And I agree. That's weird. It's weird. If she was seen, in my opinion, if they believed her that she would last seen at 8 o'clock on the 30th, then why the hell would they be asking for 2 weeks prior? You know what I mean? Cell phones not working as an excuse to clear the paper trail, in my opinion. Yeah, it's Eastern time. That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, well, that's got to be the reason why they didn't do an Amber Alert, because they don't have anything suggesting that she was abducted. I haven't heard about this one. Yeah, it's pretty brand new. Nobody's really picked it up, but I'm talking about it. They say those dates because parents said people were creeping around beforehand, and that's another thing to me that feels like they're potentially getting ahead of something, or they may know something, right? Like, for instance, they might have been having beef with someone, and they could be scared as well. So we went to Google Earth and I showed you guys where they lived, but we got some new photos that I want to show you guys. And you can see this is the trailer. The neighbors where they lived in an apartment complex reported allegedly that they took care of Javeayah a lot. They were very concerned about Javeayah because there was allegedly rugs in the home. And you know, I'm not trying to be like a judgmental asshole here, but the home suggests that it's certainly not taken care of, right? Hey, Lil Red, good to see you, babe. Yvette says, someone on Facebook said rumors are that the neighbors haven't seen her for months. Holy fuck. And rug infested home. I pray it's not true. A lot of people are saying rugs. 2-week span because of last confirmed outside source sighting. You know, oh my God. Now, I'm 100% speculating here. I just want to make it clear, not blaming anybody. This is very preliminary, but with Yvette's comment that she just said that rumors are that their neighbors haven't seen her for months and rug infested home, I pray it's not true. I pray as well. But to me, it's very interesting of the timing as well, because Javeayah's mother or stepmother, I don't know which one, she was getting ready to have a baby. Well, what happens when you have a baby, right? You got to go to the hospital. Someone's got to take care of Javeayah. or people start coming around. They want to see the baby. And where's Javeayah? Where's Javeayah? So the timing is a little interesting to me, I gotta say. Can't take a bruised and beaten kid to the hospital. You guys get what I'm saying? He's supposedly at the laundromat, and at a convenience store, and mom says he's out there playing with she's playing at the chicken coop, and then the mom has a baby yesterday. She goes missing allegedly missing at about 8 o'clock to 8:45, June 30th. Less than 24 hours, she has a baby. So I find this timing very interesting. Another chicken coop, yeah. And again, rumors are swirling that, I mean, look, these are, FBI was there very quickly, SLED on the ground. I mean, this looks like a crack den. It really does. I'm just being honest with you. It did. I mean, I don't care how much money you have or you don't have, you can take care of your stuff. So, not good. Not good at all. And again, like I said, FBI and SLED coming in there so soon. Uh-oh. Okay. Going to go to... This was the 30th at 10:40. Okay. When was this? 1 second, guys. I mean, how far can this 4-year-old go? Let's be real. How far can a 4-year-old go? 1 second. The 4-year-old seemingly vanished Tuesday night in Aiken, South Carolina. Noticeably absent. I've not seen her mother speak out, plead for her safe return. Federal, state, and local agencies are using all available resources to find Javeayah. This is coming from Cody Alcorn from 11 Alive. He states this right here. 40 hours and no trace of little Javeayah. The 4-year-old seemingly vanished Tuesday night in Aiken, South Carolina. Noticeably absent. I've not seen her mother speak out, plead for her safe return. So I'm wondering, is it the stepmom that had the baby, or is she the bio mom? Yep, exactly. And I'm just going to say about Summer same way. Yeah, poor little girl. Does make you wonder if she wasn't being watched properly, so a stranger got her, and if something bad happening to her. I hope not, Sharon. God, I hope not. There is no way to search well for a very small 4-year-old covering 3,000 acres, not even with 200 people. Well, I mean, they have technology that it will even show the heat of your foot tracks. That's how sensitive it is. So there's technology to. Here's another picture of Javeayah. Cute little deer. Cute, cute, cute little darling. Mother as well as baby get rug tested at birth. Yeah. Yep. That is true. Okay. When was this? 1 second here. Where is this coming from? Okay. When was this? Okay, we got a press release as well. I'm going to show you guys that in just a moment. Let me show you this real quick. This is WFXG. Guys, please hit that thumbs up button. Please share this out on your social media. Nobody is talking about this like on YouTube or anything right now. WFXG.
Is still underway in Aiken County. Fox 54's Chelsea Aleem is live right now from the headquarters of this search with more. Good morning, Chelsea. What are you hearing so far out there?
Good morning, Megan and Laura. So yes, the search does continue for missing 4-year-old Javeayah Harris. On Tuesday, around 8:14 p.m., Javeayah went missing from her family home near Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road, in Aiken, South Carolina. And as we stand here today, we've seen police officers checking cars and expanding the search. And as I was here yesterday, I spoke to officials and they did tell us that they didn't have any information that they could share. But as we know, this morning, the FBI is now involved. And now I have with me Tripp, who is neighbor here right across the street from Bethel Baptist Church. Tripp, what have you seen thus far?
I mean, it's been police out here day in and day out looking for the helicopters, the drones. When she first went missing Tuesday night, the whole community basically was out here looking for her until they asked us, to stand back and let them do their job. But it's crazy, man. I just hope they can find her and bring her home safe.
And now you also told me that they searched your vehicles and they knocked on your door in the middle of the night. What was that like for you?
It was crazy. Like I said, I was asleep when they came and knocked on my door in the middle of the night, but it was about midnight and there was a lot of police, I could tell from my Ring doorbell camera. And every time I come off or on the road, they're asking me to roll down my windows, pop the trunk, taking my ID. And this morning they were actually asking me questions. So, I mean, it's serious. You can tell they're taking it very serious. And it's just great to see.
And I'm with you as well. We do hope that they find Javeayah. And I'm just going to step off the screen with Tripp and just so you guys can see what the scene looks like and just going to share more information about Javeayah. Javeayah is last described as wearing Minnie Mouse pajamas and pink beads in her braided hair. And she may have also been wearing Crocs on her feet. Again, Javeayah is described as 3 feet 6 inches tall, weighing around 42 pounds. And officers say that she is also able to fit in small spaces. So as we continue coverage, if you guys have any information or anything you can share, please reach out to the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. We do have that tip line, which we can display on the screen. And as the search continues, we just hope and pray that officials bring Javeayah home. Chelsea Aleem, Fox 54, working for you.
Okay. I'm looking at the laundry mats close by. And let's go see where the closest laundromat is. Dad said he's at a laundromat. This is where they're reportedly living at. Okay. And I got the address to the closest laundromat. Let's see where that is. Over here. See how many laundromats are. Let's go down here and see. All that jazz, upholstery, appliances. He said he was at a convenience store. Let me look over here real quick and see. Soap and Suds is a friendly laundromat. Okay, let's go to 118 Ruthland Drive. 1 second here. Soap and Suds. Soap and Suds. Laundry. Aiken, South Carolina. Open 24 hours. 118 Rutland Road. That's the same one. Okay, where's the damn laundromat then? Okay. Maybe this is at 1339 Lee Lane. See if this is it. How many laundromats are there in Aiken? Okay, that's a laundromat. He said he was at a convenience store. There's a convenience store down there, but let's look at laundromats. Aiken, South Carolina. How big is Aiken, South Carolina? There's the Ultimate Laundromat, Soap and Suds. Soap and Suds Laundromat. Another one. Okay, there's 3 Soap and Suds in that area. The Ultimate Laundromat, Double Bubble Laundry Togo. Look at this. So they're all in that area. Which one would be the closest? Let's see here. Let's see which one's the closest. Okay. The Ultimate Laundromat 2 seems like to be the closest to them. Aiken, South Carolina. That's 720 Pine Log Road. Let's go here. Here we go. From their house. Dog wash. I think it's. Okay. The Ultimate Laundromat. And there's the gas station. I bet you that's the one. He just came back 15 minutes after she called 911, just thinking which laundromat it would be. I'm guessing it would be this one. That's the one. It says it's the closest. I don't think it's that big, but that just may have been a while since I have been to Aiken. It's not big. Was he lying? We don't know if he was lying about doing laundry, but the thing about it is, there is the neighbors are reporting allegedly that they haven't seen Javeayah in a long time. Look how cute she is, guys. Look at her. God, why? Gone an hour and a half, so it has to be close to wash, dry, and stop at store. Just a little doll. Just an absolute little doll. Okay. 1 second here. So what we know so far, Javeayah was last seen June 30th, reportedly June 30th, around 8 p.m., allegedly playing in the chicken coop. Mom and was home and called 911. Father was gone doing laundry at the laundromat and stopped at a convenience store. Arrived home around 9 p.m. While dad was out, he was unaware that Javeayah was missing. Mom was only able to call 911 from her phone. No service, which mom went into labor as the search was being held and gave birth on July 1st. Dad claims someone had been snooping around. Not sure what he meant by that exactly. Javeayah is not autistic and very talkative, friendly, doesn't know what stranger danger is. Law enforcement is asking everyone with photos or video between that may be relevant Javeayah between June 15th and June 30th. And they are planning to make a statement around 4 p.m. I don't know what that's going to entail. Really don't. Yeah. Why would they first say she was autistic when she wasn't? They said as it, things kept going out. It does. Weird thing to say, right? Like they aren't sure. Yeah, like Jack and Lily. They kept saying, we're not really sure if they have it. Let's see what this is. Bear with me 1 second as I pull this up. This is WR. Okay, we showed that one. Bear with me. I need to pull something up. I'm going to play this while I pull it up.
From deputies there on the scene, we've now been told that was a misspeak. So we are told now they are not calling it an abduction case. At least that's not what they're saying to us now. We were told they misspoke on that, and they are not treating it as such. At least that is what they are telling us as of 5 minutes ago. So still waiting for a little bit of clarification on that. We'll have to check in on that. But again, so this search went in Tuesday into Wednesday. Crews were out there all day Wednesday. You saw our team out there bringing you live coverage, both on air and online throughout the day yesterday and into last night. Finally, last night when the sun went down, they decided to call it for the day after about 24 hours of searching. They called it, and then this morning they are picking the search back up here. As we show you now some video, you can see Aiken County, and then you see crews from just all over the place. They were out there with ATVs. They were out there with canines. They were out there with drones, helicopters. SLED was helping, Highway Patrol, all sorts of agencies all coming together trying to find this little girl. Now, an important thing to note, this is coming from law enforcement who's been out there. This story has spread like wildfire across social media, and a lot of you want to get out there and help. I know there are probably a lot of parents out there who this story resonates with pretty hard, and you want to try to get out there and do something. I saw some people on social media saying they have dogs who are trained for this kind of thing. The best thing to do right now is to stay away from the scene. Law enforcement says these are all highly trained professionals who know what they're doing when it comes to these searches and having.
Okay. This is what locals are saying about this case. Again, I just want to make it very clear that this has not been confirmed, but locals talk, and a lot of times they know a lot more that's going on. And I'm local in Aiken. It's a lot of things unfolding. The latest we've heard is that the mother has went into labor. Also, neighbors who lived by the family a year ago in Union, South Carolina, and used to watch the little girl a lot, called into the police with info of a lot of substance abuse in this home and neglect of the little girl. Also, DSS was also called because of the living condition. Also, talk that the little girl hasn't been seen in a while, not just since last night, but of course, things are not facts, but it's just info starting to come out. Not good.
People, neighbors, the community come together to help may actually end up doing more harm than good. These canines need clean trails. We don't want to get too many smells in there as they try to find Javeayah. We don't want anybody in the community who's out there helping getting hurt, because then that takes away resources from that search. So the best thing you can do right now is to check your property. Any spots that a small child may have gone. You see her height and weight right there, 3'6", 40 pounds. She's a little girl, 4 years old. So look around your house, look around your property, under your deck, your patio, somewhere in the yard, next to any trees that a child may be hiding, because she very well could be in one of those spots. So check your property. And if you know anything, that tip line, no piece of information is too small. 803-502-5200. That is the tip line they've created for this case. So if you know anything about where Javeayah may be, if you think you saw her, you think you have a piece of information, they will take anything. So please give that number a call. And then if you do see her, call 911. Another thing people have been asking about is an Amber Alert. And let me pull up here. There are some criteria.
We're going to go to this right here. This is All Crime News, and
You're looking at 4-year-old Javeayah Harris, missing now for nearly 20 hours. Your Brett Buffington is standing by, where multiple agencies, including SLED and the FBI, are on the ground right now working to find her. The Aiken County Sheriff's Office says Javeayah was last seen on Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road just before 9 o'clock last night. You're taking a look at that area right now. Investigators say she was wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, Crocs, and has pink braids. News 12 was the first on the scene last night when the Sheriff's Office first reported Javeayah missing. We saw four-wheelers, multiple law enforcement agencies, and a K-9 unit out searching the area. The circumstances surrounding her disappearance are still unknown at this time, but as we work to learn more information, your Brett Buffington joining us live from the command center at the heart of the search efforts. Brett, what have you seen so far out there?
Zeta, let's just start with something that has to be in the back of the mind of every searcher out here, in the back of this little girl's parents, in the back of everyone who is thinking about that search, and that is the weather. Our First Alert weather team has been talking about this for the last several days. The humidity, the heat. I can tell you, standing here, I am sweating. It is hot. This little girl last seen almost 20 hours ago now at 8:30 last night. And reasonably, you would think if you were a searcher, and this is a search for a missing 4-year-old, that is the last time she had something to drink. This search this afternoon here, as you can see behind me, it is active. You can see the command centers, that big blue, and that one is from the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. They are in the air as well. As you can hear, the helicopter above our head this afternoon, searching now in the woods and in these neighborhoods. This area, it is locked down. You have to go through security checkpoints with deputies searching, asking for IDs to get anywhere around here, and especially to leave. Let's show you this video of this scene, this search this afternoon. It is expansive and it is extensive for Javeayah Harris. She was last seen again 8:30.
I met Brett whenever we were covering Quentin Simon's case down in Savannah.
Last night, a 911 call some 13 minutes after that, reporting this little girl missing here in this neighborhood, believed to have wandered away. Yeah. Since then, searchers have done what they call a grid search, going door to door, searching backyards of homes, searching under houses.
I didn't know that. I was wondering why he was in South Carolina. I didn't know that she is missing from Aiken, South Carolina. In the father's interview, he is referring to her in past tense, red flag to me. Yep. He is, oh my God, this is getting much. Were these kids missing? I have a friend who has a grandson who seems like he may be autistic or on the spectrum, but they had him tested and he's not. Yeah. It's very hot. Took note of the weird strangers around, but let your 4-year-old, yeah.
In the middle of the night last night, knocking on doors, waking people up to try and find this little girl. Throughout the day today, this search, it has become much, much more large scale. Bloodhounds on the trail last night. Today, the FBI has now joined this search. I did speak with a special agent in charge of communicating with the media for the South Carolina Columbia office of the FBI. They tell me at this point, their evidence response team is not involved in this search, but certainly they have agents here that are on the ground, and now they begin the process, along with state agents from SLED, in questioning if this search is more than just a little girl who wandered off. Obviously, that part of this investigation, we've learned from law enforcement sources, is also ongoing this afternoon. As you can see, a very active search here behind me for this 4-year-old Javeayah Harris, last seen 8:30 last night in this heat, Zaina. Now out here as searchers are frantic, trying to find her.
So we got a press conference coming up in a little over an hour now. And let me see here. This is where they supposedly lived prior to this. I guess this was the apartment building within the last little over a year, I think. The law enforcement report wanting proof she was alive since June 15th is another red flag. That's a really big red flag, in my opinion. I think that's the biggest red flag to me as of now. If anybody wants to call in, you're welcome to call in as well. Let me see here. If you know any information, please call in 307-228-4906, or if you just want to talk about the case, we'll take some calls. Yeah, they're going to have a press conference at 4 p.m. Or are these people having kids if they don't want them? Well, they like the thing before they have the kids, if you know what I mean. That's what it seems like. They were, from what I understand, Betty, they even pulled Betty over. She was, I guess, in that area as well. But if you look at the home, it looks really rough. I'm not going to lie. It looks really rough. Right here. And I mean, it kind of looks like but I mean, look at this. Like, yeah, there's woods through here, but everywhere else she would go, like, she's going to be walking in someone's yard. Sometimes people like the idea of having kids than raising humans. Yes, and it's a hard job. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Charlotte, where you been, girl? Good to see you. Thank you so much, Charlotte. 12 months. Thank you, Justin. Always bring awareness. The start for the children vulnerable. Thank you so much, my friend. It's so good to see you, Miss Charlotte. I appreciate you, my dear. Betty went to the church. My grandson is autistic and took several weeks of testing before he was diagnosed, even with him being nonverbal. Yeah. I know. These people are nuts anymore. So, this is the home that she allegedly lives at. You can tell there's kids' toys. There's a burning barrel. They've got burning stuff over here. Looks like, kind of a neglected place. It's not dark at 8 p.m. now. No, it's not dark. Are there any other children? Yeah. There was another child born yesterday. In the heat in the evening, it would make concern for people to see a 4-year-old little girl wandering alone. 1000%. 1000%. And the neighbors are saying they haven't allegedly, someone getting out of their car there, they haven't allegedly seen Javeayah for a long time. The dad did a phone interview, but the mom is reportedly being very quiet. Aiken is a very dirty country town, not much, but farms and poverty. I have done horror shows there, never ever again. Yeah, they don't want, from what I understand, they're saying they don't want anyone there, like in the area. They're just wanting people to, share a flyer out and stuff. Aiken County Sheriff Marty Sawyer plans to make a statement around 4 p.m. I'm really wondering what that statement's going to be. Like, is he saying he's not taking any questions? We do know that he's not taking any questions, which kind of makes me think, why are you not taking any questions? You don't want to answer questions, or what? Mom is in the hospital having a baby and child goes missing. So, mom didn't have the baby until yesterday, July 1st. Javeayah went missing the 30th, allegedly. Allegedly, she went missing the 30th. But they're asking the people that are local there to look on cameras and photos from June 15th to June 30th. The father stating people are around the property reminds me of Don Wells. Such an odd thing to say. And again, what makes me wonder about this is if they're asking for June 15th to June 30th, that she may be missing even longer. Mom is getting ready to have a baby. Like, she's pretty much crowning at the point when Javeayah supposedly goes missing. Well, someone's got to watch the baby someone's got to watch Javeayah while she's having the baby. And I think the timing is very interesting. Right? Or, people's going to see the baby, family, friends, whoever. And, you have a brand new baby. And if Javeayah has been missing for 2 weeks already, it could be, oh, well, we need to call this in now. The father was allegedly at a laundry. One second, y'all. The father was allegedly at this laundromat and convenience store for an hour and a half. As soon as I seen her, I had a horrible feeling. The more I've listened, the worse the feeling is getting. Yeah. Leslie, according to neighbors, there was rugs in the home. At least at their old home. That is according to neighbors. Okay, I don't know what that is. One second. So it's just one of those things. One second here. I'm gonna go to this was last night at 2:05 9 in the morning.
Neighborhood where the half hour for
find it.
more than 5, and they in that neighborhood, and we'll show you a map in just a minute. But started going.
There's a lot of people there.
Knocking, looking in backyards, on porches, under porches, around houses to see if that little girl was there. It then expanded. It is now extensive and expansive. A search that has helicopters.
Yes, there was also allegedly reports of the conditions of the home as well. Certainly hope they interview family and neighbors and friends, I'm sure. I mean, they've got a lot of hands on deck right here. They need to go back and look at the house in detail, underneath the trailer and any sheds. The cops don't always do their job looking. I think they are in this because SLED got there pretty much immediately, and so did the FBI. Well, if she's having a baby, you nest. Every year I change out rugs because I do. Kids dirty them. Lazy mom would have pressure wash them. Yeah. 16 kids living in a 12 by 12 hellhole. Kids missing 4 days. No reports. What the hell? Is the entire country stopped watching out for each other? It's sickening. Yeah, I was talking about this with someone recently. Like when we were kids, like the neighborhood watched out for you. You know what I mean? If you would go to your friend's house or whatever, or they would come to your house, like the parents, like they weren't your parents, but they were your parents for the time being. You know what I mean? And like everyone kind of watched out for you while you was in a neighborhood. You know what I mean? So there's that. And that like kids, parents, a lot of these parents don't even watch out for their own kids anymore, let alone anything else. And that thing, the 16 kids from 1.5 to like 18 years old in Ohio the other day was just sickening. That's so sad. Those 4 people are almost the freakiest people I've seen, especially the grandfather. No more community. Everything is disjointed. Yeah, the family system is really declined, which is not good. I'm not understanding the part of being in PJs inside a chicken coop. She would need a bath after being in a coop. Yeah. And they don't even know what kind of, they said she had Crocs on. No, do you have it? I was looking for it. If you have it, that would be great. Let me see here. Javeayah's mother is Michelle Herring. Did you send the link? Let me check here. I didn't get a text with that I'm aware of. I see you. I'm looking, but I don't see you. Looking for the dispatch. I don't know. Michelle Herring, digital creator. It makes you wonder. I think it might be the mom. From what I understand, this might be the mom. It sounded like dressed for bed, but in a coop. Yeah. I mean, how do you allow a 4-year-old out in a chicken coop at 8:45 at night? Hey, Lolo. Sorry, my notifications didn't go out on this one. I wish they did, but they didn't. Share the link. Let me look here. Let me look here, guys. Give me a second. Oh, this is new. I think it's new. Give me a second, guys. Okay. "12 minutes ago." What was updated 12 minutes ago? I don't see anything updated there. Trying to get the dispatch on this. The CPS should have already temporarily placed the newborn by now. Maybe we'll see. CPS. I think they mean CPS. Perhaps to now step in the only children who are living in squalor. Hope they get help. Me too. You know, if there's drugs in the home, I mean, you know, it's bad. Really bad. Okay, we're going to go over to this. Did Aiken County do anything else? Seriously, you guys, check the M-Mark. What's the N-Mark cameras? N-Mark cameras. N-Mark. What is the N-Mark cameras there? What's N-Mark cameras? ENS Emerald security cameras? No. My locals. Does anyone know what that is? That woman is scary. She looks like the mom. Thrill Me To All of Us with spitting image. Gas station? Someone was asking about that. Okay, so we got the dispatch audio here. Let me show you this, guys. Check this out. Make it. Okay. This is the transcript. I need y'all to meet with our guys at Station 2. We've got a missing 4-year-old, and we're trying to broaden our search. So we're trying to target TNS Drive area. I found it. 10-4. I told dispatch Station 2, but they said station, so I don't want y'all to go over headquarters and we're not there. I'll get somebody to meet with y'all at our station. Just got a picture and all what we're looking for. That's good copy. 1326 will be around. I'm going to have to go back. Okay. Now we got this one and this one. See what they say on this dispatch. I'm going to have to go back to Fire Ground 1, but if y'all let y'all people know that that as they sign on to go to the Station 2 instead of Station, we'll meet you there. Okay, well, yeah, I was at District 13. Go ahead. 10-4. Y'all get here and get coordinated. We're going to be operating off Fire Ground 1. I'm at Command Center with Sheriff Office, so I'll be command on Fire 1 ground. That's good copy. Unit 1, you need anything other than just manpower. Where you need light plan or ATV or anything, that's they're just calling manpower. We're going door to door, and we've got 3 drones up, so that's all they're requesting right now, manpower. Okay, I think we got about 8 coming to you. 10-4. I'm going back to Fire 1. So they had 3 drones up and ATVs there really quickly. I didn't see it, Pam. I'm sorry. I would not let a child play alone in my yard. It's fenced, but my back 40 is dangerous. Drop off wild animals. Yeah. I'm in South Carolina and this does not add up. I think every parent should watch true crime. They might wise up a little bit. You know, this is the thing. You just can't fix fucking lazy. You just can't. Unfortunately, some of these people just don't give a shit. It's crazy, but they don't. Okay. Here we go. Got about 50 minutes until we get, or maybe less.
To drones from the Aiken County Sheriff's Office in the sky right now. I've counted about 2 drones so far, and we have helicopters from SLED that are currently flying over this area. But where we're at right now in the church parking lot, again, this is Bethel Church off of Pipeline Road. We're about a half mile from where Javeayah was reported missing. We went there first, and that's when deputies directed us over here to this area, but they have got a large presence over in.
Hello, my dear. Thank you for calling. Oh, can you hear me? 1 second. 1 second. Hey, sorry. You there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yep. What's up? How you doing?
Okay. I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm hanging in. Holding on.
Yeah, and how up there? Yeah, this case right here, I caught it right away because I was up one night, and so the night that this happened, and I had reached out to Andrew right away to let her know because she was out there. She was traveling to DC. So she was out there. She was going to stop and look into the Eleanor Moore, and I reached out to her there. I said, I don't know how close you were. She ended up being 45 minutes away, so she went out there, but they wouldn't let anybody help. Matter of fact, she went to the church, to the everyone, the news was meeting up, like the command center, I guess it is, or whatever. For the media, and they even searched her car, which is good, but I just have a good feeling since the night it happened. It's just the way, number one, with her, them saying she had pink hair, but there's no pictures of her with pink hair anywhere. You know, you would think that if you did your kids even think you'd have a picture of it, right?
I think it's pink beads in her hair, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what, when people were saying that, I was reading, I'm like, that's what I thought too. That's what I was thinking. So that sounds better. But I don't know. I just don't got a good feeling about this one. I mean, they were, hiding the parents' names. They were giving a lot of information out, and I mean, I can understand now when people search. That I totally get. You know what I mean?
Right.
I understand that part. Especially in the beginning. But I don't know. Just something. I mean, it's not, but not a 3-year-old. I mean. To me, it's a little odd. The 3-year-old's outside is playing, and now we know it's a chicken coop at around, 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. I guess that's not too late, but.
Well, just to be bigger, I guess I'm assuming she's the only kid in the house other than the new baby, but the baby, she was pregnant then. But, just them asking 2 weeks prior is really suspicious.
What the prior?
They're asking for camera footage and video footage.
Yeah, right. I know. I think she's been gone longer than what she was when she was reported.
Yeah.
That's just my gut. I hope I'm wrong. But that's
we're wrong too.
I think that there would have been a good chance. I mean, we've seen a lot of times where kids don't get found right away, but normally if they're just taken off work and they, and it's not foul play, they usually do get found,
quickly.
And she went missing at night, so that's going to be a big difference because they're not going to walk through the night when they can't see and they don't know where they are.
Yeah, at 4 years old.
I'd say she probably got further. If it was daytime, I'd say, okay, she probably got a little further, but at nighttime, And then Crocs on top of it, you know, walking through all that stuff, woods.
Yeah. I mean, there's houses all around there as well.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that the timing that she went missing, mom's about ready to have a baby.
Right. When I heard that, I'm like, oh, so that's why they have to report her missing, you know, because they're going to wonder whether, you know, where is she, you know?
Yep.
And, I mean, we haven't heard anything from grandparents or anything like that, right?
No.
Like no family members.
No. And this guy who is a local reporter, he's saying that the mom is being very quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, something's not right. I don't know, just, you know, when you get that gut feeling sometimes on a case, and this one just, right off, you know, when I first heard it before she was reported missing.
Yeah.
I was up that night, so I caught it right away, and I gave it to another creator that happened to be up, and she just, you know, shared it out there. And I don't know, it's not looking really good. And the thing is, too, now, with her having a newborn, they might grab that kid from her. You know what I mean? Just for precaution. Like, this one's missing. I don't think she's going to come home with that baby.
Yeah, this press conference that's coming up in a few minutes, it's going to be interesting. I'm wondering what they're going to say.
And it's kind of, we haven't even had anything, you know?
Nothing.
There's been no PIO. There's been nobody's, other than, like, you know, the news station giving a little bit of updates on it, you know, the local news. But other than that, I mean, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, 1966. Have the dad spoke out yet? Do they have info from grandparents? So the dad did speak to a reporter via phone. I can read that statement off in a minute again. It's kind of hard to read the way he talks, but yeah, it's some weird shit.
Is it? Yeah. I didn't see what the father said.
Oh, really? I'll read it here in just a second. He's just talking about, like, he was at the laundromat and he saw a bunch of police heading, you know, kind of like in his direction where he lives, but he didn't think anything was really going on. And his girlfriend or wife or whoever she is, she called 911, but she didn't have service to call him, allegedly. And he was gone about an hour and a half. He said he went to the laundromat, went to the gas station, all of that, which I kind of do believe he was at the laundromat and at the gas station, but I think, in my opinion, that they was just kind of setting the scene, if you will.
Right. That's right. When I have laundromat, I'm like, well, if she's been missing a while, then there really wouldn't be much need to go to laundromat. You know, if there's something that happened, you know, you have to go wash some things. But I just have a feeling that she's been gone longer than what they're saying.
Nobody got
You know, like, when having a baby, they just got kind of like forced, just like Giselle and Jacqueline. They kind of got forced into having a, you know, to make a statement, in which didn't do them very well.
Oh, it was bad. It was so bad. It was cringe. You could see it written all over their faces. Yeah.
You know,
someone just said Emmanuel Harrow case again. Feels like that. Yeah, very similar. I mean, all of these cases, they generally have overlaps, right? Like there's rugs in the home, or there's CPS, or there's a boyfriend or a stepdad. There's abuse, there's neglect, it's crazy. Think it's from what I understand, he's the real father.
It's a cute little thing,
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, with all the resources they've had, I mean, we've seen it happen, you know, so I can't say it's not possible, but with all the resources, like I said, it being at night, most of the kids majority of them go missing during the day, for the most part.
Yeah.
But with her going missing that late at night, she's not going to get that far the first night. So, I mean, I think they would have found her.
Oh, yeah.
They had quite a bit of technology.
Well, not a cent. Not even a cent.
No, I know. So something's.
Listen, if you don't got a cent, like, it's, come on now. Come on.
No, it's true. I mean, if she was outright, they knew exactly where she was in the yard. You know, they would have picked up her scent.
Yeah.
You know, she was just there. Doesn't make any sense. And were they outside with her? I mean, I know when I had my kids at 3 years old, they went outside alone.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. I can't even comprehend letting a 4-year-old go outside by themselves.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, to me, that's not even comprehensible.
Yeah, that's like she's 4 years old now. Yeah, go out. You know what I mean? I never allow my kids out alone. And nowadays with my grandson, he's lucky if he gets 10 feet in front of me.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But this one, I don't know. I just think they would have found it by now.
I agree.
So I don't know.
I agree.
It's gonna come down. Like you said, I'm waiting for the press conference to see what they have to say, because I'm sure they've talked to people, and I'm sure if she's been gone for a while, they're gonna find out nobody has seen her. You know?
Yeah.
Was she in preschool? You know, was it preschool? I heard anything about that?
I don't think so.
You know, I mean, and she's talking. She had a lot of doctor's appointments. Did she ever bring a kid to the doctor's appointment? I mean, it's just we haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you right now, you would probably agree with me that the police are already on. If that's the case, the police already know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they've already, you know, talked to people in the neighborhoods. When's the last time you've seen, you know, whether it's family members or that live close by or in that, you know, same county or same city, whatever. I'm sure they've talked to them. So,
yeah.
I mean, when I heard the CPS, but it's true or not, I mean, it's all allegations and rumors. But it's coming from locals, and I noticed that the locals didn't hide their name either. You know what I mean? It didn't come from an anonymous tip that's coming out.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, so that's very worrisome, you know.
We will see.
Now the other. Yeah. All right, I'll let you get back. You know, nobody's calling and say hi to you.
Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. If you hear anything, send it my way.
Yeah, I'll be looking into it. I'll send it.
All right, much love, babe. Thank you. Bye-bye. That was our very own The Real Me Too. This just came out just a few minutes ago. We're just waiting that press conference on Javeayah Harris. The sheriff is supposed to do a press conference here shortly. Just waiting for that. Well, now it made me have an ad. So just give me 1 second while this ad plays. But there is a lot of really suspicious things going on here. It does seem so we're just gonna wait and see what he says. I hope it's not just some, you know, blah. Like, I hope he actually gives some freaking information coming up here. But this just came out a few minutes ago, this video. Credit's going to go to WLTX.
Is focusing on the continuous search efforts for this little girl right here on your screen. She is 4 years old and missing out of Aiken County. Investigators say she was last seen Tuesday night after disappearing from her family. News 19's Kiki Gushu has been in Aiken County all day. She's now live at the search command post inside the Bethel Baptist Church. Kiki, break us all down. What do you know so far about this search?
Christy, a multitude of agencies and different first responders have been out here for hours trying to locate. But as of right now, they have not found Javeayah. Now, the investigators did let us know that Javeayah likes to chase chickens and may be able to hide in small places. So they're asking the community out here tonight to...
Oh my God. Who was that? Was that Jack was that Jack and Lily's things that they said they like to chase the chickens and stuff like that? Oh, thank you so much, love. I appreciate you. You're very sweet. Disappearing from her family, that's odd. New to this, just read some X post. Sounds like FBI is involved. Yeah, so is SLED. Very, very quickly. Yeah.
check their properties for any small places that a child might be able to hide in.
I'm praying that they find that baby safe. I'm praying that they find her safe, and I'm praying that her mom can have peace, or her parents can have peace.
Those prayers are being shared across this Aiken County community as the search for 4-year-old Javeayah Kemauni Harris continues. Investigators say Javeayah disappeared from her family home near Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road Tuesday around 8:15, wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas and Crocs. She has pink braided hair, stands about 3 feet 6 inches tall, and weighs about 40 pounds. While the search has grown throughout the day, investigators have provided few answers about what circumstances led to her disappearance. Local, state, and federal law enforcement, including the FBI and SLED, joined Aiken County authorities in the search, using helicopters, drones, and ground teams to cover the area. Bethel Baptist Church has opened its doors to help keep those search teams going.
Actually, I got a phone call this morning at 1:30 and said, hey, can you come and open up for us so we can have a restroom and, a cool place to hang out and those kind of things, and a coffee pot. And so we came and did that for them.
He says he'll be here all night to help.
We were planning on having hot dogs and some things tonight, so we've already bought for that. I've had phone call after phone call and said, hey, can we come in and cook for them? We can use the hot dogs that we were planning on using tonight and cook, hot dogs and chili for them with that.
For neighbors, the massive search has been both unexpected and heartbreaking.
Very strange and scary at the same time. Because like you say, now I hear the helicopters, and this has been like this since last night.
And investigators are asking the community to stay away as they carry out this search plan, emphasizing that if they need additional volunteers or community organizations, they will let you know. Live in Aiken County, Kiki Gashu, News 19, WLTX.
All righty, Kiki, thank you so much. Now, if anyone has any information that could lead to finding this little girl, you are urged to call the number right there on your screen today. Let's go ahead and pop that up. It is 803-502-5200, and that tip line is now open.
It seemed like that she may have been missing.
Grainger offers professional grade products, easy ordering, and next.
Sorry about that. Seems like she's been missing even longer. They've searched 3,000 acres so far in just the last 48 hours. 3,000 acres. Wanted to show you this right here. The father, he hasn't done an on-camera interview, but he did. It's hard to read his stuff, but he says Javeayah's father said, "Not knowing is killing me." Javeayah Harris told News 12, "It's killing me, because you see stuff like this often, but you don't expect it to be you. As far as the girl's mom, she's still a little tour, but she's making it," end quote, he said. He said he was out of the house when the girl was reported missing, but he knew something was going on. He had a lot of patrol vehicles in the area. He said he was doing laundry and had visited a convenience store. He said, quote, "I was seeing a lot of police and stuff going through, and I was wondering, I was like, you all know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff going on here in Aiken to where you would be like, okay, it's police or whatever," end quote, he said, quote, "But I don't know that is my house, but my girlfriend at the time, she didn't have service. She didn't have a service on her phone, so she couldn't call me and let me know anything was going on. So she just ended up calling 911. So when I came back to the house before I got on my road, I seen a police truck and a drone out." And then he says, "'cause I was like, it's something going down close to my house. When I got turned on my road, I seen a whole bunch of police is at my house. So that's when I hurried up and got to the house, and I was like, what's going on?" He said, "I thought my girlfriend was in labor because she's supposed to be having a baby. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up having a child the same night on July 1st. But she came crying to me saying Javeayah is missing." And I'm like, what the I kind of freaked out, and the detectives were telling me I couldn't go look and stuff like that because they didn't want me to mess up the area or whatever. But that's basically what happened up until all of this came out. He said the girl is not one to run away. No, she does not run away. But I will say that she is friendly. Like, she's friendly. Like, she doesn't like, it's not a stranger danger thing with her. It's not like, oh, get away from me. Like, she didn't get that. She didn't understand that, he said. She was just all friendly to everybody. She was very respectful, like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir, like that. That's what she do. We raised her great, like she was a real smart kid. Lots of past tense. He said that despite some media reports, there's no indication that she's autistic. Quote, I have no clue. Like, sir, I don't. Like, it's really wild. But I have, like I said, I had gave all of these detectives information about people snooping around the house lately. Now, again, why is people snooping around the house? She was a real smart kid. That's past tense. Not that she is a real smart kid. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, lots of red flags. Lots and lots of red flags.
Javeayah Harris.
We know many of you have asked how you can help. Right now, law enforcement is just asking you, don't get involved with the search. Everyone's searching from the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, and now the FBI out of Columbia is trained in these search efforts.
That's right. Officials also want to make sure that you're safe. If you get hurt while trying to search, those are resources taken away from the search for Javeayah.
That search started at the intersection of Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road in Aiken, right off of Edgefield Highway near Aiken Memorial Gardens.
And it has expanded since then. Law enforcement and other officials are set up at Bethel Baptist Church. They're using that as a command center.
There are roadblocks in that area. Cars have been stopped. Officials ask people inside any questions, if they have any information, know anything about where Javeayah may be. Your Gunter Schroeder live out in Aiken County this morning with where that search is happening.
And Gunter, good morning to you. We know that crews paused that search last night, but they are expected to start searching again this morning pretty soon.
Yeah, the first step for this morning is a meeting for the Aiken County Sheriff's Office in about 90 minutes to draw up a new plan to then execute it on the second day. And as you mentioned, yesterday almost wrapped up about 24 straight hours of searching, which started at 10 p.m. last Tuesday night and went all the way until dusk yesterday, Wednesday night. That was almost 24 hours straight that SLED and South Carolina Highway Patrol and even the FBI in Columbia all coming into the Aiken County area to assist the Aiken County Sheriff's Office with this search. 4-year-old Javeayah now has been missing for almost 36 hours now. Now, organizations have joined the search for Javeayah, including SLED, as we mentioned, the South Carolina Highway Patrol and the FBI. The authorities are conducting an operational search plan, and that's the main reason why they ask people not to get involved right now. The area they're now looking for Javeayah increased by early Wednesday to the entire neighborhood, other than just the 2 streets where she was last seen. And law enforcement continued to do their due diligence with each car passing by, asking each and every one if they have any information on Javeayah here on this road here, Bethel Church Road. In a statement, the FBI office in Columbia says the ongoing search for 4-year-old Javeayah Harris is leaving no place unchecked. Law enforcement and professionally trained searchers are working nonstop to #find Javeayah. They ask if you have tips, please call the number on your screen or call 911 if you see Javeayah. We'll continue to provide updates throughout the morning as the search effort gets back underway. But the more daylight they have, the better chance there is of this search resuming sooner.
And again, we know people want to help out with this.
Yeah, they're asking nobody to help out with that. So right now they don't want anybody
in that area off of Hillsboro Street as well, searching for her, hoping
It's so hot.
to
You get
find her.
dehydrated so
When we were
quickly.
driving over here, like I said, in the half-mile stretch, we saw people walking alongside the road, and the Aiken County Sheriff's Office actually just told me within the last 10 minutes that they are going door to door, asking people if they've seen her, if they knew anything. They are in the woods searching as well. I'm actually looking at people in the woods right now with their flashlights. I'm looking at what appears to be another drone up in the sky as well. So a very active search going on out here. Like I said, it has been nonstop since we got out here at 11 o'clock, and it doesn't look like they are.
I was thinking about that as well, Mav. Always these weird phone things not working, only 911. Maybe it's like that, but it's still weird to me. It's like always something with the phone calls, isn't it? Always something with the phone calls. And it just like, does people not have cell phone service where they're at? You need, I think, 2 Gs to get 911, which is not much. I just had a guy yesterday tell me he had a heat stroke. Oh my God. It's today and tomorrow is the hottest day we've had here in 13 years. Wonder how close the laundromat was. Did she climb in her dad's car? So we don't know the exact laundromat. We looked over the laundromats earlier, and there's about 4 in the town. We looked at the one closest to their house, and I don't think she climbed in the car or anything, because the mom said she was out in the chicken coop playing. The dad had been gone an hour and a half, he claims, and the mom said it was only about a 45-minute period. But again, they are asking for camera footage and photos from June 15th to June 30th now, which is a 2-week span. And you know, there's only one reason why you're asking for 2 weeks prior to her being reported missing, is that they don't necessarily, seemingly, like they are believing the parents. I mean, why would you ask for 2 weeks prior? We're also talking about more of a low-income people who may not have cell phone service active on that without service. Yeah, true, absolutely.
Slowing down anytime soon, Brett.
Sitting there live behind you, can you kind of describe some of the agencies that you are seeing that have pulled up? We know multiple agencies. You certainly said SLED there with the helicopter assisting. Can you talk about some of the other agencies there on the ground with you?
Yeah, we've got a group behind me. I'm going to step out of the way again. This is the spot that they put us in. This is as close as we can get. But you've got, like I said, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, Aiken Department of Public Safety, volunteer agencies from Beach Island, VW, Moneta is out here as well. SLED, like I said, but you've got a group of some officers standing over here right now, meeting, just trying to put together a game plan on how to strategically send out these crews, where to search, how many to send out at one time as well. But like I said, it has been a constant in and out since we got out here, these crews coming.
Let's think about this. Dad saying that snooping around, there was people snooping around the house. Had they made any phone calls to the police that people were snooping around the house? I mean, I don't know about you, but if there was someone snooping. One second, y'all. I don't know about you, but if there was someone snooping around my house, I would be calling the police real quick. And that's what Dad said, that there was people snooping around the house. Did they call and report that? Who were these people? Why would they be snooping around their house only? There's a bunch of trailers right there. Doesn't really make
together
sense if you
to
ask me.
search for
Waiting for that press
4-year-old
conference.
Javeayah. And like I said, they are working hard on the ground. They are working hard in the sky, searching this area that we're in right now, as well as the area where she was reported missing as well. But like I said, Aiken County Sheriff's Office says they have all hands on deck out here. They're even calling in crews who are scheduled to be off right now, but they are trying to get all the manpower, as much manpower as they can, because this is a very active and urgent search right now for 4-year-old Javeayah Harris. And if we want to show her picture again, Brett, I don't know if we can pull that up again. We can't show it to we can't show it enough times to get her picture out there, get her face out there to folks to see what she looks like, get that picture in your head. So if you do see her, you can call 911 and alert these deputies out here as well. But I'm going to read her description that we've got from the sheriff's office again as well. They say that she's about 3 feet 6 inches tall, weighs about 40 pounds. She was last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, Crocs, and had pink braids in her hair. And if you do see her, be sure to call 911 so we can ensure that she is back home safely with her family.
Allegedly, these pictures that they're showing, there's rumor that they're over a year old. Probably kids are playing. Maybe they heard something, for Pete's sake. It's a trailer park like area. Yeah, I don't guess there's any other kids in the house. Again, the mom had a baby less than 24 hours after Javeayah went missing. Do they have an IG accounts? They are posting something. I know we saw allegedly mom earlier. Yeah, that's the only one I could find of perhaps Javeayah's mom. Again, it's not confirmed, but she's supposedly staying really, really quiet. I'll show you. I'll show you the place here. Let me show you. Let me go to Google Earth. Right here. Okay. This is the end of their road, right? And let me show you. This is where they live, right here. Right here is where they live. Now, the neighbors say that they haven't seen Javeayah in a long time. Yes, she's allegedly 2 years old in these photos. How close is I-20? I have no idea. There's a body of water. I don't know how far that is, though. That's approximately almost a mile away, that body of water. But as 20 is right here. Let's see here. It's like 5 miles away. 5 miles away. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you. Why no latest pictures? This is not right. Sus to me. There's. Oh, thank you, Caroline. Thank you, dear. If the neighbors haven't seen her in a long time, that's very sus. Yes. Someone could snatch her off the yard. The roads are close by. They could. I mean, you know, it takes just seconds to abduct a child, or anybody for that matter. Who took the girlfriend or pregnant to the hospital? Don't know. Sorry, but at 8 p.m., my 4-year-old would be in bed. Same. 40 pounds, 4 years old. I'm traumatized already. My heart hurts for Javeayah. Yeah, it is a relatively closed off area. But, you know, there's neighbors all around here. Now, to be fair, behind their house is about the only patch of woods. But if you, let's see here, like this to here, that's not even a tenth of them. Let's see here. Let's measure this in maybe yards. 138 yards. 414 feet. And you got to remember, they have searched 3,000 acres. I know. Yeah. So the neighbors probably didn't see her outside that night. They supposedly have like a chicken coop or whatever. They're claiming that they have a chicken coop in their backyard or whatever. Kind of wondering if that's it right there. This is last updated to 24. Probably not. I think they've only lived there a little over a year. But, you know, there's not much. That's probably like a 50-foot long trailer. Yeah, it is. Odd about the baby birth. I think, in my opinion, that seems like why they called in the first place, is that she was getting ready to have a baby. And again, who's going to watch Javeayah? Or, you know, you got to have someone to watch your kid while you're pushing out another kid, right? So we'll see. I've been in and out watching. Is the dad's girlfriend the child's bio? Is the dad's girlfriend the child's bio mother? I think so. Yeah, we got about 15 minutes till the presser. Gonna bear with me here as I'm trying to pull this up to make sure. Gonna wait till this. I'm trying to find the presser. Does anyone know who's going to be holding the presser? Probably WRDW, I would say. Or Cody might have it. 41 minutes. Okay, that was different. Okay. Bear with me here, guys. I'm going to pull this back up and we'll I'm going to see if I can get the presser started pulling up.
That is the end goal for everyone that is out here right now. That is why you see this crowd of agencies behind me all coming out here and urgently searching for her.
City Hood standing by live with us. Stay with us, Sid. I want to go back. The picture is up. This is Javeayah Kemauni Harris. Javeayah Harris. She is just 4 years old. Now, we have learned from deputies there, the spokesperson for the Aiken County Sheriff's Office, that she was last seen around 8:30 last night. A 911 call some 12 minutes after that to 911. That is when this search began. It began as a grid search. As Sydney just told you, there are so many agencies there now assisting with this search. We're dropping her picture and coming back to you. You can see Sydney behind you, the Aiken County Sheriff's Office Mobile Command Center. Have they given you any indication so far as to what goes next? Obviously, they've gotten the helicopter there. That was a big asset they were waiting on. They've been searching with drones, and in these drones and below the helicopter, they have a FLIR camera that is forward-looking infrared. It searches for heat signatures at night. We're going to bring in Emily Acton in just a minute, who's done some research on how the FLIR works and the ground temperature and the science and the weather of this search. But I want to ask you, has the Sheriff's Office there any indication as to will this search expand from that area? You're certainly talking about you're a little bit away from that neighborhood where she was last seen. Have they given you any indication that this might broaden to become a wider search?
I haven't heard that from the Sheriff's Office yet, Brett. They are really primarily focusing on this area that we're in right now, as well as the area where she was reported missing. Major Griffin with the Sheriff's Office told.
So far, it's not up yet, but I want to go to this. I want to show y'all this right here. People are putting all of this out. Again, Javeayah is 4 years old, stands 3'6", 42 pounds, black hair with pink braids or beads in her hair. Last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas and Crocs, unknown with the color of the Crocs. This is at the Old Bethel Bible Church. There is checks there. They are literally searching everyone. So they are really, really watching out here. And oops, wrong one. Here we go. All right, next we're going to go to this right here. This was just a little bit ago.
Out of Aiken County. Today marks day 2 in the search for missing 4-year-old Javeayah Harris out of Aiken County, and we're getting new details from an incident report. So here's what we know so far. Deputies say her mother called 911 just after 8:45 Tuesday night, saying Javeayah was missing from their home on Hillsboro Street. She told investigators she last saw her around 8 o'clock playing in the chicken coop. Her father told deputies he got home around 9 after spending about an hour and a half at a laundromat. Since then, law enforcement has locked down the area around Hillsboro and Ridgecrest, set up a command post at Bethel Baptist Church, and used roadblocks, a helicopter, drones, and professional search teams. Now, at one point, a deputy described this as an abduction, but the sheriff's office later said that was a misspeak. But this is still officially a missing child case. The FBI and multiple local and state agencies say they're leaving no place unchecked, and they're asking people not to go into the search area unless asked. If you've seen Javeayah or know anything that could help, call 911 or the sheriff's office tip line right away. You can read everything we have on this so far on WRDW.com.
There we go. Got a press conference in about 10 minutes from now. Just kind of waiting out for that from the Aiken County Sheriff's Department. Yeah, it's 4-year-old Javeayah Harris is missing, and we are now at about 48 hours. Sheriff is not supposed to be taking any questions from what we understand as of now. But this will be the first press conference they have had since Javeayah has went missing, from what we understand. Trying to find a feed. I don't know if there's any feeds yet on this. Look at how common threads in these cases. There's 1,000%. Like, yep, there's no excuse for this many missing children. Yeah, there was allegedly DCS or CPS involved. Other neighbors have said they watched Javeayah whenever they lived at the other place, and that there was allegedly rugs in the home as well. I'm sure WRDW will have this report soon. Drugs are a commonality in these cases of missing children. 1,000%. Neglect, abuse, kids missing school or not being in school. All of these things are. It's just a lack of discipline. And that's the thing, right? I mean, she's going to get Arkansas, she's going to get dehydrated so quickly in this heat, and with the heat index, it makes it even so much more crazier as well. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if there's, I'm looking at these feeds. Okay, we got something else right now coming in. Here we go. Well, I'm going to play this while I'm looking for.
I searched
search efforts continue for missing 4-year-old Javeayah Harris. Search efforts have increased, and they are now having helicopters land right behind the church of Bethel Baptist Church on Bethel Church Road in efforts to send out search parties and survey a larger and greater area to help bring Javeayah home.
Javeayah Harris was last seen on Tuesday, and around 8:15 p.m., Javeayah disappeared from her family home in Aiken, South Carolina. Harris was last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, Crocs with pink beads in her braided hair, and officials are leaving no stone unturned in her search. I spoke with nearby neighbor Trip Caldwell on what he's seen so far during this investigation.
I mean, it's been police out here day in and day out looking for the helicopters, the drones. When she first went missing Tuesday night, the whole community basically was out here looking for her until they asked us, to stand back and let them do their job. But it's crazy, man. I just hope they can find her and bring her home safe.
And as the search continues for Harris, residents are encouraged to call this tip line with any information that may help to bring the missing 4-year-old home.
As search efforts continue for missing 4-year-old Javeayah.
So got about 8 minutes. We're entitled to our opinions. Absolutely. None of us know. We're not real sure if it's the bio mom or the girlfriend's dad, referred to as girlfriend several times in the statement. Yeah, they might not be married as well. We'll see here. I'm trying to pull up this, see if there's anything going on here. Bear with me. I don't know if it's going to be on the News 12 or if it'll be on the local news live. On now. Okay, so just bear with me as this ad goes through. Yeah, well, they're not asking for volunteers as of now. Just professionals. They don't want to mess up anything. Let's see what they say
For
here.
the community members wanting to help out and form those search teams, they say that right now it can throw off the experts, the pros that are out there, especially with the scent of the canines. They're trying to pick up the scent of Javeayah right now. You being out there, any extra people being out there can really throw off that scent for those canines.
Shifting gears here, we do.
I just got my hands on this letter. It is from Senators John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock to top defense health officials.
Okay, let's go to local live and see if
Granger offers professional.
anything is going on there. No, you don't have to be wealthy to be a good parent at all. 1,000%. So I don't know. Is mom still in the hospital with the new baby? This is so crazy. I don't know. It makes me wonder because they said mom is being quiet, like really quiet. And that makes me wonder, well, if she's in the hospital, of course she's going to be quiet. But if she's not in the hospital, it's a different mom or bio mom, then, that's a little weird, if you ask me. So I'm not really sure. FBI Columbia shared out a post of WFXG. Let me look at that real quick. Okay, that was 9 minutes ago. My heart hurts for the family and the baby. Also, I have a 4-year-old. I've been praying and will continue to pray. May God bring her home soon. I mean, it seems like they're doing everything that they can. No, it doesn't sound good, Batgirl. Just when you think you've heard everything, I know, right? Here, once you give birth, you are out in 12 hours unless you have a C-section. Then it's 5 days. My mom was a stay-at-home mom with siblings and stuff. Yeah. The mama would not be quiet in the hospital or not. Probably not, but thank you so much for the Jules, my dear. For those of you that's gifted, appreciate you very much. Thank you for your support. I would be so worried to giving birth and having my child missing. I can't imagine. What the hell is going on here? 1 second here, guys, as I pull this stuff up. Yeah, the press. Oh, by the way, the press conference. Sometimes it's a little lower. Than when it's live, and so I hope it's not that low. I'm looking for a feed. Yeah, there's supposed to be one happening in the next couple minutes here, but so far I'm not seeing anything. They're now removed information. Okay. Sheriff Marty Sawyer. 1 second. I wonder who did her braids last with the pink bead and was the last time her hair done, and the person saw her. Pardon my ignorance, I'm Caucasian, so I just thought of it. I mean, that's a good question. Who last did her hair? Neighbors reportedly haven't seen her in a long time. All right, let's see if there's anything going on now. I'm going to go to WRDW on this one. Cody Alcorn is the guy who spoke to the father over the phone. WRDW. 1 second, guys. Okay. What was that? 1 second, guys. Catch the top headlines. 12 in the media. Give me a second. So did the bio mom and dad and the little girl live in the same house at the time? Yes. Yes, they did. Press conference is supposed to start in 2 minutes, but I don't see any feeds up yet. They're usually a little late. I'm looking to see if there's anything coming on right now. WRDW has been covering it really good. I agree. Country folks don't talk like people who are educated. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Sometimes Southern people or us Appalachian people, we will use past tense when we're not supposed to, but it just, one of those things. So I don't really freak out too much when it comes to this stuff. What's this? Let me see this right here. I'm gonna play this while I try to pull up this, see if we can find a feed
Are
here.
set up at Bethel Baptist Church. They're using that as a command center.
There are roadblocks in that area. Cars have been stopped. Officials ask people inside any questions, if they have any information, know anything about where Javeayah may be. You're Gunter Schroeder live out in Aiken County this morning with where that search is happening.
And Gunter, good morning to you. We know that crews paused that search last night, but they are expected to start searching again this morning pretty soon.
Yeah, the first step for this morning is a meeting for the Aiken County Sheriff's Office in about 90 minutes to draw up a new plan to then execute it on the second day. And as you mentioned, yesterday almost wrapped up about 24 straight hours of searching, which started at 10 p.m. last Tuesday night and went all the way until dusk yesterday, Wednesday night. That was almost 24 hours straight that SLED and South Carolina Highway Patrol, and even the FBI in Columbia, all coming into the Aiken County area to assist the Aiken County Sheriff's Office with this search. 4-year-old Javeayah now has been missing for almost 36 hours now. Organizations have joined the search for Javeayah, including SLED, as we mentioned, the South Carolina Highway Patrol and the FBI. The authorities are conducting an operational search plan, and that's the main reason why they ask people not to get involved right now. The area they're now looking for Javeayah increased by early Wednesday to the entire neighborhood, other than just the 2 streets where she was last seen. And law enforcement continued to do their due diligence with each car passing by, asking each and every one if they have any information on Javeayah here on this road here, Bethel Church Road. In a statement, the FBI office in Columbia says the ongoing search for 4-year-old Javeayah Harris is leaving no place unchecked. Law enforcement and professionally trained searchers are working nonstop.
Got it. 1 second. Here we go. 1 second. Here we go, guys.
Getting by here. It has been 1 day, 14 hours and 45 minutes since little Javeayah Harris was last seen. Just 4 hours ago, the sheriff, Marty Sawyer, now addressing the public. Let's listen in.
And a grandparent of young children. This investigation hits close to home. We know that this family is living a nightmare, and we are doing everything we can to bring Javeayah home. Talk a little bit about our initial call. At approximately 8:43 p.m. Tuesday night, 911 dispatch received a call about a 4-year-old missing girl in the area of Hillsboro Street and Ridgecrest Road here in Aiken County. Deputies quickly got a detailed description of Javeayah. The Sheriff's Office shared her picture with the public and the media. We immediately began searching for Javeayah. I'll go over a few of our investigative steps. So to give you an idea of the massive efforts going into this search, law enforcement set up a roadblock in her neighborhood immediately. We've continued them roadblocks nonstop. They're still going as we speak, and will go for a few more days. Because finding Javeayah is the most important thing, and we believe them roadblocks may help us do that by gaining some information and maybe talking to some potential witnesses that didn't know they were witnesses. The community has been very supportive, and they're sharing information with us. We've been talking with neighbors. We've completed a grid search of more than 3,000 acres on foot. We've been supported in that by helicopters, drones, and dogs. The FBI is on scene assisting with analytical data, and they have trained personnel on the ground who specializes in investigating missing children cases. There are close to 200 law enforcement officers and first responders within this area searching for Javeayah to bring her home, and we are not giving up. As of today, we have digital billboards that we put up seeking the public's assistance. Here's what we ask from the citizens of Aiken County. We want to thank you for the tips that you provided us, and we encourage you to continue calling us with those tips. A tip line number that you can call is 803-502-5200. Also, earlier today, we announced that we've set up a website for the public to provide surveillance video, and that's available on our Facebook page. We've gone to a lot of homes and businesses that have cameras, and we want to ensure you that we will capture any and every image that may be valuable to our investigation. We know many of you want to help. Here's what you can do. First off, pray. Be vigilant. Search your own properties anywhere that you think a small child might hide. We're not asking for the public's help with our search as of yet. We've trained personnel and assets that know the procedures to conduct logistical searches. You have Javeayah's picture. Share that picture far and wide. Also share our social media post. And again, finally, please pray for Javeayah. Pray for her family. Pray for each law enforcement officer that's out here in this heat, working tirelessly to find her. And pray for our entire community. I'm going to take a few questions, but please keep in mind, we are not able to share every detail, and we may not have the answer to every question you have right now. Any questions?
Yeah, I know the searches in this area specifically. I know a lot of the search is right here. Wondering why that is, and if you think she's still in this area.
Well, the reason it's here is because the area she left from, and there's no other details to tell us that Javeayah went anywhere else other than here.
This morning you guys said parents and family have been cooperative, but are there any details pointing whether this is a custody-related situation involving parents, or did she just wander away on her own?
Well, right now the information we have is that she wandered away on her own.
How has the heat and humidity the past 2 days impacted the search?
Well, as you can see, a couple of these guys are pouring sweat. It's hot. We're keeping them hydrated. But our primary focus is bringing Javeayah home. It don't matter how hot it is. We're here till we do that.
Sheriff, you just said you covered over 2,000, 3,000 acres in your search. Are you asking the question now, if it's a broad area, you have not found her, what is next in this case? Has there ongoing investigation running secondary to the search?
Well, this is still a search effort. Obviously, we have FBI and SLED and some of our investigators following up on other questions and other leads, but we have nothing right now that takes us away from a search in this area.
Have you already gotten videos or photos from the public on that tip line?
Ask me again.
Have you already gotten any photos or videos through that tip line?
As far as the tip line goes, I don't know. I didn't check on that. We've got plenty of video and some tips though.
Why no Amber Alert in this situation?
There's requirements, specific requirements through SLED that you have to meet for an Amber Alert. You have to know they've been abducted. You have to have a suspect or a vehicle. We have none of that. This is a missing child case as of right now.
Okay, a quick question, just personally, as a part of this community, and I know so many people out here searching our parents, their uncles, their cousins, children. What is this like personally as you're out here looking for this 4-year-old? She's tiny.
Most everybody out here searching has children. Some have grandchildren. And whether they do or they don't, our job is to protect the citizens of this county. Young, middle-aged, old, and we're not giving up till we have answers, until we bring Javeayah home. So, I'm asking for patience and understanding. Our priority, as I've already said, is to find Javeayah and bring her home to her family and to this community. As with other similar investigations, we cannot release every detail that we know. There's a lot of questions, a lot of rumors about Javeayah's disappearance. Please only share the information that the Sheriff's Department provide, because that's the most accurate and up-to-date information. Sharing misinformation could negatively affect our investigation. Don't be responsible for directing our focus away from where it needs to be, which is bringing Javeayah home. We all want to find Javeayah and bring her back to her family and our community. Thank you.
If you have any follow-up questions, just shoot me an email and we'll get you squared away, all right?
Thank y'all.
The sheriff there giving a website. We will get that information there. They're asking for surveillance, video, pictures, anything that people can add here digitally to help with this search. Interestingly, Will, he did go into detail. I was able to go over there and ask him this question. Covering so many acres, I think it's 3,000 acres here with 200 personnel in this grid search. I asked if there was anything like a secondary investigation ongoing that would make them believe this is more than a missing person, and he adamantly said no.
Yeah, right now, this is only a missing persons case, a missing child's case that they're looking into right now. The sheriff also saying that they have put up digital billboards at this time. They're asking for the public's assistance. They have set up that website so that people can put in any kind of surveillance video, any photos that they've seen in that area. But he also went into detail a little bit about the call and what that initial response was too.
Great, and you have read the incident report today. It gave us some new information today about how this call happened on Tuesday evening at around 8:15.
Yeah, we know right now that the mother of Javeayah was actually the caller to 911. She said that Javeayah was last seen out in the yard at the chicken coop playing with some of the chickens. And then that's when she noticed that Javeayah was actually gone at that time. And that's when she called 911. And at that point, that's when she started talking to law enforcement and investigators. But I do want to touch on something. I did have a chance to talk to Javeayah's father today about what happened that day that she went missing. And what he told me is that this is eating away at them. He was very emotional on the phone when I talked to him. He said that you see stuff like this in movies and on TV, but you never expect this to happen in your own community and to your own family as well, which was very heartbreaking to hear.
Yeah. Michelle is a sick
incredible
fuck.
to think about what this family is going through. This search, as the sheriff just reiterated, is still one that they believe this little 4-year-old girl has wandered off. I can tell you from being out here yesterday, drenched in sweat, today it is hot, if not hotter. The humidity is a factor. So in the back of these searchers' minds, you have to have that idea that if she is out here, she has been exposed to these elements now for more than a day and 14 hours. That is incredible, the toll that will take on a 4-year-old's body. She's not even 4 feet tall, just over 40 pounds. I asked the sheriff to speak personally about the fact that searches like this, and from covering them in the past with other missing children, they take a toll on reporters, they take a toll on the community, they take a toll on everyone who hears about it. The story
South
is
Carolina.
heartbreaking, that think that this little girl is out on her own somewhere in the woods, and that's what
I do too.
investigators said they believe. But it takes a toll on every person with a badge out here. 200 people strong, the sheriff just said, that are part of this search this afternoon. And as this search continues here, obviously the grid search, as we just heard the sheriff say, it was massive. They are now relying on tips from the public. They want that digital evidence, any surveillance video they can find there. We know that the FBI and SLED agents are questioning people in this. The sheriff's saying that at this point they don't have that he could share a secondary investigation, anything more than a missing persons case right now. But Sydney Hood has been here as this search began on Tuesday evening. She was here throughout the day on the ground yesterday in the neighborhood where Javeayah was last seen, and she is here today. And Sydney, we know you also have that report. You've been here as this command center has grown in the last couple of days. Can you tell us new information that you learned, also listening into the sheriff's press conference this afternoon?
Well, Brett, seeing how urgent and aggressive the search has become since the moment I stepped out here at around 11 o'clock Tuesday evening to what we are seeing right now, it has grown tremendously out here. Today, I have noticed that there is no car leaving this neighborhood untouched and unchecked. You see behind me, you have law enforcement stopping these vehicles as they are trying to pass through on Pipeline Road here. They are asking to open up their car doors and trunks to search inside, and they are also asking them a series of questions. And when I say no car is leaving this area unchecked, I mean all cars. It doesn't matter if you are someone who lives here, if you're someone who you're just traveling through, or if you are out here covering this story. Yes, our car got searched and checked as well. They asked us the same questions that they are asking the public. Why are we in the area? How often are we in the area? Did we see Javeayah the night that she was reported missing? Did we know the family prior to this? This is just a few of the questions that they are asking the public as they are traveling through this area. And the people who live in this area, some of them have been stopped multiple times because, like I said, if a car is coming coming in and if a car's coming out, they are stopping that vehicle. That is the first I've seen today, and they are doing it alongside the area that they have this grid search up and running. But going back to how Javeayah's story is hitting the community, you certainly see that on social media as well, with people wanting to come out and help. Of course, we've heard from law enforcement, they are asking the public to stay away from this command center while they are out
I think they're
searching,
doing
because they
good,
don't want
Cindy.
anyone to accidentally hinder any possible evidence. But Sheriff Sawyer did say earlier just now in his news conference that
South Carolina
they
don't
have
play.
a tip line that they are encouraging people to call with any information. They say that no detail is small there. They have digital billboards up trying to spread our message all across the county, and they also have a website where anyone can submit any photo or video they believe will help law enforcement bring Javeayah home to her family. Sheriff Sawyer said that multiple times during his news conference, that their primary focus right now is finding Javeayah and bringing her home to their family, and he says that they are going to be out here until they accomplish that.
And Sydney, those roadblocks right there behind you, the sheriff has said that those have been up since the first call that they got at 8:45 the night that she did go missing. But I do want to touch a little bit more on the conversation I had with Javeayah's father the night that all of this happened. He told me that Javeayah actually wanted some candy. So he went to the store. He went to several different stores to try to go and get her candy. He ended up at a laundromat that was next to one of the stores. And that's when he saw some police cars racing through Aiken. He didn't think much of it, but that's when
wanted candy?
he saw more start to head towards his house. He knew that his girlfriend, which is Javeayah's mother, was pregnant. He was worried that she had gone into labor. We found out that that is actually true, that she did have a child the same night that Javeayah went missing. So we know that he raced back to the house. He saw drones. He saw a large law enforcement presence. He couldn't go into his house or on the property because detectives and investigators stopped him. He had no idea what was going on at that moment. He says he still doesn't know what's happening. He's talked to investigators. He's talked with the FBI and talked with several other
Alabama.
agencies that are involved with this search.
Yep.
And still, we're sitting here wondering where Javeayah is today.
It is incredible to get the inside of this family. So many people have been asking, as we have done this story for the last 48 hours almost now, what is the family doing? Where is the family, to get the insight? Javeayah's mom had a baby in the middle of this, and the dad obviously heartbroken and searching for answers tonight. That is it from here. We will continue to follow this story. We are live at the command center throughout the afternoon. That is Javeayah's picture there on your screen. The tip line number up throughout our coverage this evening, 803-502-5200, as the search continues for this missing 4-year-old little girl here in Aiken County.
Okay. So I want to go over what the press conference said. I took notes. 8:43 p.m. Tuesday night, call came into Hillsboro, on Hillsboro Street. They immediately shared a picture with the public, and media started searching for Javeayah. Massive search, roadblocks immediately, and are still going up and will continue to go up for a few days ahead. He said they are searching for Javeayah. So he said that they are talking to individuals who might be witnesses and don't even know that they're witnesses. They're talking to neighbors, family, and friends. They completed a grid search on foot of 3,000 acres. They also have been searching with helicopters, drones, and dogs. The FBI is searching for any analytical data. People on the ground searching for missing persons who are trained. There is over 200 law enforcement officers searching on the ground right now. The sheriff says they are not giving up. Digital billboards put up asking for public's assistance. They want to thank you and encourage the tips. And you can call in at 803-502-5200. They have set up a website available on their Facebook page where you can submit video footage or pictures. They have gone to businesses and homes and are speaking to locals in the area. The sheriff says that they will find everything. He says, pray, be vigilant, and search your own property if you are in the area. They are not asking for the public's help just yet. They don't want to have any damage to potential evidence. He says, share Javeayah's picture far and wide and on social media. Please pray for Javeayah and pray for the family and law enforcement out in the heat, and pray for the entire community. He takes some questions, but he says he can't say everything that they know. One of the questions was, why do you think she's still in the area? And he said there's no other details, saying that she's not in the area. Another question was there a custody dispute? And he says nothing to suggest that. And he said the parents said that she wandered away. Another question is, why was there what next in this broad search if there's nothing been found? And he just goes on to talk about FBI and SLED. They are following up on other questions and leads. The question about the Amber Alert was asked, and it did not meet the requirements. An Amber Alert, you have to have someone seen that the child was taken away or whatever. Most everyone out there, he says, have children or grandchildren, and then they will not give up until they bring Javeayah home. The sheriff is asking for patience and understanding, comparing it to other similar investigations, that they cannot release everything that they know. He said, please provide only what the sheriff information is providing at this time. So there's that, y'all. Very, very hot out there. We're going to continue to follow this case and pray to the good Lord in heaven that Javeayah is okay. It really doesn't sound good, to be quite honest with you. Please share out the flyer, share out the live stream. Really, really sad, man. Really sad. We are at how many hours are we now? The 30th. She went missing 8:45, and it's now July 2nd, 4:23 p.m. So thank you, Peacemaker. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'll be live back again in a couple hours. We're going to be talking about Jack and Lily Sullivan out of Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Daniel Martell, stepfather, has unrelated charges that are coming up in court real soon. And we're going to be talking about what that might bring. So nearly 48 hours. Yeah. Sounds like Dad. It's very interesting. He said, it sounds like Dad wanted in video an alibi. Mom reported her missing, in my opinion. Well, the candy thing is a new thing to be, didn't know about the candy situation. He said Javeayah wanted candy at 8:30 at night, but was he doing laundry, or was he there to get candy, or both, or whatever? So we'll see. All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining me. I've been live 3.5 hours on this one. Anything comes about, I will be live immediately in the meantime. Otherwise, I will see you guys at 6:30 Eastern. That is about 2.5 hours from now. Thank you, Bliss Blessings. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much for your support. 20 hours. Yeah, several stories. You get candy and ends up at the laundromat and not buying it. So it's interesting. Really is. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. I'll see you guys in the next one, 2 hours from now. Bye-bye.